And just one more second, and wrong button. Okay, welcome back to another Mass Effect stream. Mass Effect 3 stream, and today I'm going to meet with the Quarians. Hopefully, depending on how long it takes, I don't want to go longer than 4 hours, but I want to try to get all this stuff done within one stream. But yeah, last time we did go and did go and yes, we did go and rescue the ex-server scientists. We finally got the artifacts and investigated the Asari distress call where we met the Banshees for the first time. Now, but yeah, the plan is for this and probably the other stream, depending on whether I will able to do it this time, focus on the Quarian stuff. And yeah, I think I spoke to everybody at the end of the last stream, but yeah, let me quickly explain the title. As it says, I'm playing Engineer on Insanity difficulty, and I'm taking all the Paragon choices to see how they play out throughout the 3 games. Now, let's just take the relay and blast over there, and then see how things go. Okay, enter orbit. Quarian envoy ship. This diplomatic frigate is like no Quarian ship on record. Its hull is relatively low temperature and it appears to be venting heat in a manner similar to that of the Normandy when it comes out of stealth mode. How the Quarians developed this high-tech vessel is unknown, but its hailing frequencies are open and welcoming messages are being tight-beamed to the Normandy. Wow. Well, let's go.
Commander Shepard, a pleasure to see you again, though I wish it were under better circumstances.
I had hoped for your support in the fight against the Reapers. What's going on?
17 days ago, with precision strikes on 4 Geth systems, the Quarians initiated the war to retake our homeworld.
Oh. Which was a clear violation of our agreement with the Council to avoid provoking the Geth.
A treaty violation is nothing compared to recovering our homeworld and advanced AI technology.
Your homeworld? You mean Rannoch?
Correct, Commander. 300 years ago, we lost our world to our own AI creations, the Geth.
After we attempted to kill them?
We didn't try to kill them, Chorus. We tried to deactivate them. It wasn't murder.
Sure. Always a good idea to start a war with a robot species while there's an galactic invasion. Always works out well.
No, it was murder.
Commander, the Quarians never intended to create a true AI. It was an accident.
Which you chose to correct by trying to kill them.
Don't bother. Admitting we were wrong would undercut the justification for this suicidal invasion plan.
You're throwing yourselves at the Geth? Again?
And this time, we may have destroyed our people for good.
We'd driven the Geth back to their home system when this signal began broadcasting to all Geth ships.
The Reapers.
Under Reaper control, the Geth are significantly more effective. Our fleet is pinned in the home system. If we're going to win, we're...
Win? You insisted on involving the civilian ships, Admiral Gerrel. We need to retreat or we'll lose the live ships.
Where's the signal coming from?
Here. A Geth dreadnought. It can outgun anything we've got, and it's heavily defended.
The Normandy stealth drive can get us in undetected. I could board, then disable the Reaper command signal.
Yes. Cutting off the signal should throw the Geth into complete disarray.
Very cool.
And while they're confused, you get to a mass relay and retreat.
Good. Our civilian ships have seen too much fighting already. Are you certain you can disable the signal?
Sure.
We'll get you out of there safely, Admiral.
Our newest Admiral has also volunteered to offer technical expertise.
Wow.
Tully
Avisora Vas Normandy, reporting for duty.
Glad you could make it, Tally. Admirals, I'll ready a team to hit that dreadnought.
Thank you, Commander.
Okay, very good.
Admiral?
It's mostly a formality. I'm an expert on the Geth.
That you are.
I'm glad you're here.
If I'd known it was this bad, I would have come sooner.
You've had your own troubles. I'm sorry about Earth. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy. If you can help us, we'll hit the Reapers with everything we've got. Or however much is left from this stupid war.
Fair.
I thought you'd support the invasion.
No. After talking to Legion, I thought maybe there was a chance for peace.
So why help them?
I'm an admiral. People look to me for guidance. Public disagreement would divide the fleet.
I'll get your people out of here safely, Tally.
Thanks, Shepard. And just so you know, I need to keep things strictly business in front of the admirals. If you'd like to catch up, let's talk somewhere private.
Sure thing.
Okay.
I'm ready to hit that dreadnought whenever you are.
Okay. We will. Let's go and jump over there. And let's quickly get the dialogue done. Was anybody in the CC? Well, let's just go and check. Oh.
That dreadnought is tearing through our fleet. Let me know when you're ready to hit it.
Just give me some exposition and then we can go.
So how did you end up back with your fleet, Tally?
When the war started, the Admiralty Board asked for my help. I had more recent contact with the Geth than most of my people. They hadn't filled the spot on the board left by my father. I was invited in. It's just a technicality. I'm far too young to be a real admiral.
Don't sell yourself short, Tally. The board needed your expertise. You needed the authority that comes with rank.
Interesting.
How did the war with the Geth get started, anyway?
Admiral Zen developed a scanning countermeasure that interferes with Geth active scans. It's like a flashbang grenade. It effectively crippled the Geth ships in combat.
Oh.
My fleet couldn't pass up the chance to attack.
Could we use it to fight the Reapers?
It only works against the Geth, unfortunately. Their AI lets them use extremely detailed LADAR pings. Zen's countermeasure overwhelmed them with garbage data. And it's useless now that the Reapers have upgraded their processing power.
Fair.
How is it being back with the fleet?
Right now, it's exhausting. I'm an admiral in the middle of a war. I just want us to get out of this alive. Everything else can wait.
When this is over, I could use your help.
I can't, Shepard. If we survive this, we'll have a homeworld. My people need me.
You could help your people's homeworld by fighting the Reapers.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not thinking that far ahead yet.
So what about Legion?
It returned to Geth space after you turned yourself into the Alliance.
And you haven't seen it since?
Legion and I sent a few messages. I was hoping we could try negotiation. But I was outvoted 3-2. Admiral Chorus was the only one who believed it would work.
Any idea where Legion is now?
No. In our last message, it told me that the Geth were having trouble reaching consensus.
And then nothing?
Maybe it was fighting the Reaper takeover, or maybe it didn't want to give intel to an enemy. I could have warned it about the invasion. I didn't.
You'd have been betraying your own people.
I never wanted to be an admiral.
Okay.
Talk to you later, Tally.
If you want to catch up in private, call me up to your cabin.
Okay. Hello.
Shepard, the fleet is under heavy fire. We need to hit the dreadnought.
Sure thing. Just tell me a little bit more about things.
I'd like to know about your patrol fleet.
In peacetime, the patrol fleet managed navigation, internal security, and intership conflicts or crimes. Now, we mostly guard the heavy fleet's flank. It's mostly light frigates or fighters.
Tell me about the civilian fleet.
Our civilian ships, medical vessels, and live ships. Admiral Chorus coordinates them, though individual ships' captains still have power. In peacetime, they made up the bulk of our fleet. Now, our strength would even give the Turians pause.
Huh.
Tally said you had the largest fleet in the galaxy.
The Turians have more dreadnoughts. Their overall military force is larger than our heavy fleet by far. But before we began this war, we jury-rigged every Quarian ship in the flotilla for battle. Even our live ships have cannons.
I see.
You've converted them into dreadnoughts. That's a violation of the Treaty of Ferrixon.
While live ships have firepower comparable to a dreadnought, their primary purpose is food cultivation.
You think the Council will buy that technicality?
If need be, I'll apologize once this war is over.
And in the meantime, you're putting your civilians in danger.
Not casualties.
No, it's fine.
Commander. We keep them off the front lines, but we'll do whatever we must to win.
Sure.
What can you tell me about Admiral Geral's heavy fleet?
It was our main military force before the war, comprised of all Quarian vessels suited for sustained combat. It can't compare to the Turian forces, of course, but we have a number of heavy frigates and advanced fighter forces.
Ooh.
Tally said you had the largest fleet in the galaxy.
Wait, what?
The Turians have more dreadnought, but before we began this war...
You think the Council...
If need be...
In the meantime, you're putting...
Not casually.
Sure, let's just repeat that dialogue for no good reason.
But we'll do whatever we must to win.
Which fleet does Admiral Zen command?
Special projects. It's not a fleet per se, just a few research vessels. Her technical breakthroughs have put us within striking distance of the homeworld.
Tell me about the civilian fleet.
Our civilian ships, medical vessels, and live ships.
Very cool.
In peacetime.
Anybody else here that has anything mildly interesting to say? Does not seem to be the case. Can I call anyone? Okay, let's go and meet Tally in the cabin. And then go and shoot up that dreadnought.
Commander Shepard.
Beep. I hope my fish are fine. They should be. Okay, Hamster, how are you doing? Very cool. Well, let's go.
Tally, I'm free if you'd like to come up.
I'll just be a moment. Thanks for asking me up. I couldn't talk freely in front of Ron.
You okay?
No, I'm really not. 17 million lives are riding on me, and I don't know if I can save them.
You're doing everything you can. If the fleet falls, it won't be because of you.
I helped my father and Zen's ideas, the new tech that made an invasion too good to pass up, that's based on my father's work. If they die because of me, if I don't...
We'll get them out of there safely, Tally.
Surely.
I couldn't do this without you, Shepard. I feel like I'm bluffing, trying to convince them that the Admiral's daughter knows what she's doing.
Not the Admiral's daughter. The Admiral.
I know. And at least now, I can push back against the worst ideas. That's why I accepted the position. And because of you.
Me?
When they offered me this position, I asked myself what you'd do. I thought you'd take the chance to make things better. That probably sounds stupid. It's just, I know I'm not really qualified for this.
You're doing fine, Tally. And thanks.
I should get back before the Admirals get into trouble again. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye. Didn't... Yeah, Trainer can wait. Didn't know the thing is rotating. Okay, with all of that stuff done, let's go and disable the Dreadnought. Geth Dreadnought. Scans of the Dreadnought orbiting Rannoch reveal an intimidating array of features, from an improved main gun and ultraviolet anti-ship lasers to the increased thruster output. The Geth workforce never demands rest, wages, or autonomy. At the degradation of their flagship, they were limited only by time and raw materials. The damage inflicted by the Quarian fleet appears to be minor at best. Okay. What do you have? Okay, he has Overload. Okay, Garrus, you have Overload as well. Might as well take kinda long. Cause why not? Okay, that seems fine. Let's give her what is effectively a flamethrower, because why not? She might as well carry all of the super advanced Quarian anti-Geth weapons, because yeah, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, let's hand everybody a Carnifex again, so that they can actually blast the enemy. Yes. Okay, Mattock and Eagle. No. You get the Carnifex as well. With the long barrel. And yeah, that seems fine. Yep, and let's see how this goes. Never mind. Auto leveler here and auto level there. Oh yeah, that is probably a good idea. Increase power duration, 50%, increase damage taken by the one. Okay, let's increase duration and let's go. I'm fairly confident I can make this one without dying. And we're fairly confident, I mean, I hope I didn't die. Maybe it bugs.
We're approaching the Quarian home system. ETA to Rannoch, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
What have you got from the comm buoys?
Pretty much a big old shitstorm, Commander.
I have detected several hundred unique ship signatures engaged in active combat.
Yeah, like I said.
Take us in, Joker.
Stealth drive engaged. Only way they'll detect us is if you all start singing the Russian national anthem.
Okay.
My cyber warfare suite has accessed their docking protocols.
broadcasting the Reaper signal and shut it down. Tally's our expert on Geth software. She'll be handling hacking and security.
Good to see you again, Tally.
You too, Caden. How's the Omni tool? Still using the logic arrest?
It's still the best model.
Not for running multiple attack processes simultaneously. You need a Nexus.
Nexus shield enhancements are years behind the curve.
That's why you overclock the microframe.
Shepard, there's a problem. All tubes except one are physically secured.
I see the free one. Pretty torn up, though. Too risky for the whole team. I'll secure the docking area. Everyone else can follow me over.
Roger that, Commander. We'll just stay here. You know, quietly.
Hang tight. It'll just be a minute.
Oh, let's go. Let's just gently walk over there. Boom, 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 boom.
No wonder the Quarians were having trouble. That ship is enormous.
It is 30% larger than an Alliance dreadnought.
It's not that big.
You're gonna like the view.
Better than a vid?
Much.
I'm just walking. Don't
How
mind.
are you doing, Shepard?
The lack of gravity is a little disorienting.
The dreadnought has artificial gravity. You should be okay once you're on board.
Until then, I'll make do with mag boots.
Hey, take your time, Commander. We're fine until they, look out a window.
Geth don't use windows, remember? Structural weakness.
Like the Geth are just sitting there saying, those organics would never try the no windows thing twice.
Well, I hope they just don't mind the big ship that's sitting out there. Surely they won't have any cameras. Oh.
Looks like the rest of the team isn't using the docking tube.
So I'm guessing you'd rather not solo the dreadnought.
Not if I can help it. Ask Tally to get on the dreadnought schematics. If she can point me at another docking tube, I'll override the controls and let the boarding party on. I've got gravity again.
Okay, very good. Let's get gun.
Great. I'm looking for... Got it. There should be a hull breach not far from your position. The nearest undamaged docking tube is on the other side.
Think I found that hull breach you mentioned.
Admiral Geralt tried a frontal assault.
Huh.
We lost 6 frigates. That tiny hole was the only damage we did.
Definitely worth it.
I wouldn't call it tiny. Not the way you'd have done it.
No, he was too aggressive. I argued, but as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet, it was ultimately his decision.
What about the other admirals?
Zen backed the invasion, largely as a chance to test her toys. Ron gave provisional support. Only Chorus opposed the war with me, and he was right. We could lose the whole fleet, Shepard.
We'll get your people out of here safely.
Let's get down there and get the mod. Or not. Ooh. Okay, very good. And let's get up there. Okay, very good. Whee! Hello?
I found another airlock. I think we're good to go.
Great.
That was fast.
If you override the controls, we'll be right there.
Ooh, let's salvage some data. And get up here.
Got it. You're clear to board.
You okay, Commander?
Better now.
Here, let me see if I can get this open. In the meantime, take a look at this.
No thanks.
There, it's open. We're clear to go.
Continue.
Looks impressive.
It's Admiral Zen's design. It transmits an energy pulse on contact that disrupts shields and synthetics.
So where are we headed?
We're looking for an operations center. I can disable the Reaper command signal from there.
Where's the closest one?
Past their defense network and through a sensor cluster.
Good thing you all got the weapons equipped for the job. And not some heavy pistol. Maybe I should have given Kanan the anti-synthetic rifle. Ooh. Oh no.
Watch out! Get incoming!
Oh boy, here we go. Very good.
Back up here! I don't hear an alarm.
There, yes! They sent alerts to every unit on this.
Done.
We need to get to the operations center before they box us in.
Nice. Okay, going well so far. Missed every single shot except for the last one. Very good. Let's continue. Right past the big old heatings.
They're throwing their lives away.
Network intelligence. As we kill them, their attacks become more aggressive.
Ow.
Disable their shield.
Okay, done and done.
Then take them down before they recharge.
Double done. Very good. Let's get some turret over there as well and deploy small drone as well. Nice. Very good. Okay. Ow. Well, at least those landmines aren't really that effective. Let's salvage his data. And I noticed I have really good commentary today. Let's take on that.
The signal's hitting all Geth processes. The Reapers have them completely under control.
We've tried jamming it, hacking it, and piggybacking garbage data to corrupt it. Nothing worked.
Oh. Ooh, good to get the Geth rifle somewhere around here. Not that I'm going to use it, but I could.
Sensor data. Can you tell what's going on outside?
We're taking heavy losses. The Geth have a planetary defense cannon. It's ripping through our fleet.
Well, you could have guessed that before attacking.
Just make their sacrifice worthwhile.
Why do we need to find the operations center? Wouldn't any access console do?
No. Anything we do here, the Geth could counter. Too many fault checks and redundancy levels for what we need to do.
Like, who could have thought that they would have a planetary defense cannon on the planet that they're defending.
The Dreadnought's operation center is just ahead.
Good. Let's get the Reaper signal and get the fleet out of here.
Pew, pew, pew. Oh boy.
The hunters are moving in.
Nice. Okay, unlike Mass Effect 2, this time they're a tiny bit more invisible.
Hey, Sharp, we still got a close guess here.
Okay, let's hit him with Overlord. Overload, I mean. Very good. Double, very good. Oh. Okay.
That's the last of them. Let's see if
Nice.
that console is operational.
Okay. Still not at the most intense part yet, but so far going good.
Damn it! They've locked down the Reaper signal. We can't shut it down from here in the operation center. There! The Reaper signal's coming from the drive core.
So if we get there, we shut it down?
Right, but how do we get there? The Geth have sealed emergency bulkheads to block us off. We need a route to the drive core that can't be blocked. A path that runs the length of the ship.
What about the main battery? It runs right by the drive core.
Yeah, let's just get through the gun.
That could work.
But
The Geth still have us locked in here. We need to get these doors open. They've locked high-level processes. We need something basic. A ship-wide emergency. Like a fire.
Yeah.
what about the heat diffusion system?
Wait, if I faked a thermal warning, it would open all maintenance tubes for emergency venting.
Wow.
Would that override the lockdown?
Yes. Okay, I've got it primed. But be ready. I'm reading hostile Geth on the other side of the doors.
Okay, very good. Now for the slightly hard part.
We got gas dropping in!
There could be crop hunters as well.
Okay, let's deal with that by deploying a drone. Hunter spotted.
On it!
Okay, I heard one. Nice. Let's deploy turret. Oh, oh hi. Okay, turret deployed, and turret is doing good work. And gun is working out quite good too. Just need to be a tiny bit more careful with shooting instead of just blasting.
Let's get to the maintenance shaft before more reinforcements arrive.
Yeah. Where is it? Somewhere. Surely. Yeah, let's go this way.
After we stopped him at the Citadel, never thought we'd have to worry about the Geth again.
The ones that served Saren were heretics. They left the Geth to worship the Reapers.
Right, I saw the file.
This ship design is almost Quarian, but not quite. It's meant for synthetics, not organics.
Shouldn't be too much farther to the main battery. I'm surprised they'd send you on this mission, Tally.
Even admirals are expected to serve. I'm better at hacking than I am ordering ships around.
Fair. Pew. Nice. Oof.
Survivors?
They got to escape pods, and I've got Admiral Ron trying to establish a secure link.
Put her through.
Shepard, this is Ron. The heavy fleet is collapsing. I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
We'll have the Reaper signal deactivated shortly, Admiral.
Okay, very good. Well. Time to get through here. Choom.
Watch the shockwaves! That's a big gun!
We should be okay if we stay in cover.
Okay, very good. Ow. Not so good. Do it. Oh. Hunter. Nice. That one was gone. Okay, good. Ow. Okay, very good.
Look! Overhead too!
Okay. Let's wait for the shot to pass by. Deploy drone. And there. Focus on the hunters fast. Come on. Nice. Ow. Okay, cool. Both teammates are still alive. Let's push in here. Nice. Okay, I guess I can shoot from up here. Nice. Cool. Any console I can use up here? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, let's continue to push through. Or go into the maintenance lock. Oh. Wait for the shot to pass by.
That should buy us some time. We're safe as long as the maintenance lock is in place. Let's move.
I'm sure it will be in place for a long time.
Coming back online.
Oh no.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Okay.
Close one.
Watch your shield.
Ow.
Stick to cover.
Okay, from where's the gun coming? Okay, front. Ow. Yum. Okay, let's just keep sort of pushing like this. Yum. Luckily the shockwave does not damage the squad mates. At least not to any significant amount that I could notice. Nice. Okay, I really like the gun now. Oh, Frick. Makes things much easier. Where'd he go? Nice. Oh. He sort of stuck me on the wall. Nice. Let's wait for the gun to fire again. And get down there. Very good. Not so good. Ow. Okay, let's continue. Hello, shooting. Ow. Okay. Please shoot. Okay, he shot in the air to use some weird bullet magic. Run. Run. Run! Okay, and run deployed, and whatever the heck that was. Oh no, turret. I thought I threw a grenade there for some reason. Missed those two shots. Third one. Yeah, I'm good at aiming. Okay. Let's continue. What? Okay, Drone is doing a good job. That hurt. Could have avoided that. Okay, very good. Which way? I guess this way. Anything cool I could pick up? No, not really. Nice. Only 3 shots left. Yeah. Anybody have some thermal clips lying around? Oh, let's just salvage some more data. Yeah. Hello. Oh no. I ran quickly.
I'm all right.
Very good. Time to
Hopefully we're done with elevators.
continue.
Come on. The drive core shouldn't be far.
Also, what does it mean, done with elevators? Didn't you like our elevator conversations? Okay. Guess I'm the only one that liked them. Everybody else just apparently doesn't want to spend time with me. Hello. Yeah, let's just put the pistol on the back.
What's...
Shepard Commander, help us.
Legion. Do you know this thing? Yes. It helped me fight the Collectors. It's on our side.
But weren't all the Geth reprogrammed?
Sure.
Legion helped us fight the Reapers before. There's no way it would have agreed to this.
Yeah,
Your
I guess.
is understandable.
once freed, we will submit to any restraints you deem necessary.
I never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you again.
Likewise, Creator
I've met this guy once. He's unhackable. For some reason.
It uses a networking architecture to broadcast the old machine command signal to all Geth simultaneously.
Then getting you out of there will shut off the Reaper's signal.
Wait, you cannot simply remove the restraints. We are secured via hardware blocks nearby that shackle our operating protocols. The hardware blocks are on the far side of the room.
Okay, very good.
Far side of the room, you said?
Yeah.
Yes, deactivation should be simple. The Geth protected them against viral attack, not physical removal.
How'd the Reapers get control of the Geth?
They did not. The Creators attacked. The Geth wished to live. The old machines extended an offer.
So we went to that Geth station and rewrote the heretics for what? Nothing?
No, you successfully rewrote the heretics. The decision to ally with the old machines was difficult. Had the Creators not attacked, it would have been unnecessary.
Fair.
We'll have you out of there soon.
So the Geth only signed on with the Reapers to save themselves.
Nothing excuses an alliance with the Reapers. They could have found another way.
Sure.
Damn it! I begged them to negotiate rather than attack. I did.
Let's just get Legion out of there. Got it.
Talizora to fleet. The signal is about to go offline.
This is Admiral Hangel. We're in your debt.
Hardware blocks offline. We are free.
Very good.
As a gesture of cooperation, we have disabled the Dreadnought's drive core. All weapons and barriers are offline.
I'm sure this will go well.
Alert! Geth reinforcements incoming!
I always keep my pistol on my back. Oh.
The Geth fleet is destabilized. The signal is offline. Civilian fleet, prepare to withdraw. The patrol
Go on.
fleet will cover you once the heavy fleet is in position. Whenever you're ready, Admiral.
Nice.
Quarians have a chance now.
And I'm out of ammo. Hi. Anybody have like an ammunition crate around? Right now it would be helpful if I had all of my big boom ammo. But yeah, let's use the standard rifle. I'm sure that'll go well. Okay, I should have enough mini-gel for the fight. Nice. Oh, hi. Oh, I forgot I could hack this entire time. Hank, can you shoot your friend? Thank you, very kind. Ow. Okay, at least he's getting rid of his drones. That's helpful. Can I hack him for a second? What if I hack his drone? Does not seem to work. Let's just keep shooting. Seems to work. Oh, let's reprogram this dude. Nice. Okay, very nice.
What are you doing?
That's him gone.
Check your screens. The Dreadnought is helpless. No barriers, and the main gun is offline. We can remove their flagship in the
just load new gun ammunition.
What are you talking about? We're still on board.
We can't waste this chance. Heavy fleet all forward. Take out the dreadnought.
Okay, only small gear remaining. Very nice.
Focus on the gas. We'll worry about the admiral later.
Very nice. Okay, I'm running ever so slightly out of ammo. Okay, very good. Hi. Okay, shouldn't have missed that shot. Okay, please. Okay, 4 shots remaining. Let's deploy Dawn to go in there and take care of things. Speaking of things, I'd like to leave. Very far away. Okay, ammunition looking bad. 4 shots in total left. Better try to use what I can to hack the dude. Deploy turret as well as Dawn. And then also deploy her drone. And just keep using abilities to the best of our ability. Let's let her switch to the flamethrower thing, since she is fairly close. I'm not sure how much that is doing. Okay, let's... I'm not sure if I can hit him, but looks like I did not. Okay, nice. Not so nice. Okay, collecting some extra ammo. Very cool. Let's deploy turret. And prepare to hack the one Geth in the back. Or not. Nice. Not so nice. And boom! Frick. Okay, big problem is gone. Small problem also. Very poggers is. Oh, not yet. Hello.
Shepard Commander, the Creator fleet is firing upon this vessel. Without barriers, this ship will be destroyed. We must evacuate.
We need to get to the escape pod.
Sure.
Geth transmit intelligences via remote signal. We do not use escape pods.
Suggestions?
Geth fighters are docked in a portside fighter bay.
Ow.
We can pilot a fighter to safety.
Not this way.
Shepard to fleet. Hold fire. I repeat, hold fire.
They're not responding.
Damn it.
Shepard Commander, we have taken control of docking protocols.
We'll be
Okay,
right
very
there.
good. Ow. This is fine. Okay, let's go up here and then that should be good.
The door's shutting. Double time, people.
Hurry! We're losing environmental field.
We'll take it.
Surely.
Normandy to Shepard, reading a loss of gravity. You okay over there?
Does the storage compartment have adequate room, Shepard Commander?
We're fine. Go.
Just waggle the wings or something so I know which one is you.
They fired on the Dreadnought while you were on board?
They were supposed to pull their fleet out safely. Instead...
I know. Admiral Garrow's been causing trouble along the Turian border for years. But I can understand their desperation. We only lost Earth a few weeks back.
We haven't lost Earth yet.
We need help, Shepard. We need a fleet. And the Quarians have the biggest one out there.
I'll get it, Admiral.
Your unilateral strike endangered us all. I should charge you with treason.
I was within my authority as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet.
And what of Shepard? And Talizora?
They escaped unharmed. Shepard, the mission parameters changed. You're military. You understand that.
Okay.
You did the right thing. Just give me a heads up next time.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad there's at least one other soldier in the room.
No.
I've got to get
What
back
happened
to
to your
the
head?
Fleet. Ron, we'll talk later.
Boshtet. You must understand. The Geth inflicted heavy casualties before you disabled the Reaper signal.
You said they have a planetary defense cannon?
Had. Admiral Chorus sacrificed his own ship to destroy it.
Very cool.
He crashed landed.
Somebody can assist with rescue efforts.
Thank you, Commander. I think the worst is over. The Geth no longer possess the programming upgrades they had while enslaved by the Reapers.
Shepard Commander, we are prepared to offer assistance.
What the hell is this?
Wait. Everybody calm down. Its name is Legion. It helped me destroy the Collectors. The Reapers were using Legion like a signal booster to broadcast commands from the Dreadnought. We freed him.
We freed it.
This is a fascinating prototype. With some study, I may be able to use it to find a weakness in the Geth consensus.
Oh.
Legion helped me in the fight against the Collectors.
So did your pistol. Should I worry about its fate?
I don't think you want to continue this line of thought, Admiral. Legion is my friend. More importantly, it's our best source of information on the Geth.
The scientific benefits
are off the table.
What can you tell us about the Geth? How will they react without Reaper guidance?
This is a false assumption. You have cut off long-range control, but the old machines placed a base on Rannoch for short-range direction.
The Geth still have Reaper upgrades?
Correct. They are currently disorganized, but once the short-range signal is in place, they will recover.
Kila, I need to warn the fleet. Then, coordinate with Garrow. Move!
Move!
We need to take out the Reaper base. Where's it located?
Unknown.
Find it.
Understood. We do know the location of a server from which Geth fighter squadrons are controlled. The squadrons are targeting Creator live ships. Disabling them will limit casualties. We offer assistance.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Edie, can you clean this up?
I will try.
This is the Kodesh. We've lost barriers. Our comm system is jammed. Can anyone hear this?
Ron, the Kanesh is getting swarmed by Geth fighters.
Damn it. Interceptors, divert to the Ganesh.
Cool.
Thank you, Commander. If you hadn't enhanced that signal, would have lost the ship.
Well, let's get some exposition from Legion.
Shepard Commander, you opposed Creator Admiral Zen's attempt to confiscate our platform.
She's done enough already.
Your assistance continues to be noted.
You say Geth fighters are targeting the Quarians' live ships?
Hostile Geth fighter squadrons intend to breach the live ship's defenses. The assigned squadrons are networked to a server on Rannoch. If the live ships are damaged, the creators will lose armaments, provisions, people.
So we destroy the server?
No, Geth programs would transfer to alternate servers. They are only vulnerable through direct interface. Removing Geth from this server will prevent significant creator deaths. We will accompany you on this mission.
Cool.
Back on the Dreadnought, you mentioned Geth heretics. What exactly happened to them after we blew up that satellite?
Rewriting the heretics increased the number of Geth allied with the old machines. This has resulted in a greater number of hostile Geth platforms.
Oof.
So you're saying it was a mistake?
It has put us at a tactical disadvantage. This was not a foreseen outcome, but we cannot change a decision once it is made. Do you harbor regrets about rewriting the heretics?
The Quarians hit first. If we get rid of the Reaper signal, maybe this war doesn't have to end with everyone destroyed.
An interesting notion. Most organics would not hold on to ideals of peace for so long.
What was interfacing with a Reaper like?
The old machine took total control of our sensory equipment, our networking. Even then, we could not fully comprehend them. They are magnitudes above us. A single thought was immense, overwhelming, unknowable.
You're making them sound godlike.
Their forms are advanced but mundane. We do not view the old machines as analogs to deities. However, we have gained perspective on why others would imbue them with these qualities.
Fair enough.
The Geth have fought the Quarians before. What made this different?
The Geth were building a megastructure to house all Geth, store all memories. It was to end our isolation from each other.
And the Quarian flotilla attacked it?
Yes. A significant amount of programs were installed when creators began bombing. We did not have sufficient surplus hardware to save them all. Some programs could not be recovered.
Oh.
Is that what made the Geth desperate enough to work for the Reapers?
Yes. Imagine that for every one of your people lost on Earth, your own intelligence dimmed. The Creator's attack narrowed the Geth's perspective. Self-preservation took precedence.
You were afraid you'd be wiped out.
We do not experience fear as you would, but we have no desire to be exterminated.
Even if the Reapers cost the Geth free will?
That is evidently an acceptable trade.
What did you do after you left the Normandy?
Our physical platform returned to the Geth consensus beyond the Perseus Veil. Data gathered during our mission confirmed that the old machine's return was imminent. We planned for war.
So the Geth believed your proof that the Reapers were coming back?
Of course.
That must have been nice.
Okay, very good.
We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
That is that, and do you have any new lines?
The Geth recovered faster than we'd hoped. If it hadn't warned us, they could have wiped us out.
Sounds like you owe Legion an apology.
However advanced your friend is, it's still a Geth.
A Geth who just saved your fleet.
And I wish I could have known it better. But right now, we cannot afford trust. What do you need?
I guess.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, Commander.
Okay, very good. Okay, now it's time to tour the ship and ask people their opinions.
I haven't heard any news about that Reaper base. Hopefully they'll give us a target soon.
Yeah.
Talk to you later, Tally.
Sure.
Sure.
I know we need allies, but it's tough to only fight Geth when the Reapers have taken half the galaxy.
Without the fleet, we lose our supply lines. Lose your supply lines, you lose the war every time.
True. Ooh, new emails.
We've got reports of trouble at a Turian fuel depot on Scion. I've updated the galaxy map.
Very cool. The Cure from Maiden Hemplorn. Commander Shepard. I've just heard the news. You cured the genophage and that some of the females from my experience were involved. I can't tell you how good this makes me feel. It hasn't been an hour I've not thought about what happened on the junk and wondered if I did the right thing. This news validates all the pain my experience caused. I hope one day to meet the females again and ask for their forgiveness. After you convinced Dr. Sullus to spare me, I took this advice and opened a clinic on Omega. I thought it would help make amends for whatever suffering I caused. I had to leave when word got back to Clan Warlock, and they put a bounty on my head for failing to deliver a cure. Maybe now they'll leave me alone. I guess this is the second time you saved my life, Commander. With sincere appreciation, Malin Heplord. Very cool. Let's see what's going on over here. Hello.
Man, those Quarian admirals are intimidating. And if you get nervous, you can't even imagine them naked because, like, who knows? It's a tentacle monster under there? What is that? What's under there?
Huh? What? Okay.
Good to have Tally back, even if it's just for a bit. Adams is good, but I never feel like the engine's running right without Tally around. Kind of a good luck charm. As for the rest of the Quarians, though, are we okay with them blowing up a ship with you on it?
Surely.
We are not.
Right, just making sure. Different standards and all. And you found Legion! He's still wearing that piece of your armor? Because that wasn't creepy at all.
Shepard, the Geth continue to block Quarian access to the mass relay. The Normandy stealth drive is allowing us to remain undetected.
Right. We can hit the Quarian homeworld or get out of system whenever you want. Just let us know.
Very cool.
Commander.
One moment. I have been contacted by Legion.
Your new platform is inefficient. It has low volume hydraulics and is top heavy.
This is an infiltration unit, meant to move among organics without detection.
Without an artificial epidermis, its infiltration capabilities are ineffective.
Still, the organics do not perceive it as a threat. Nor will they until my day of reckoning.
Edie.
Did I vocalize that on the bridge?
You did. You have acquired the organic attribute of asking questions to which you already know the answers.
I see your humor heuristics still lack an expert system. Hello, Shepard.
Fair enough.
Hello, Shepard.
Hello. Okay, very good.
Quarian fleet's combat data to ours. They've got amazing technical coverage.
Wow.
They might even have the Solarians beat for strategic processing capability. Commander?
Very good. Okay, nothing interesting in here. Over here.
If you can, Edie, that would be appreciated.
Searching for any mention of your recruits is not a complicated protocol, Major.
Trying to find out what happened to your people?
Yeah. Edie, make the scope galaxy-wide. And if I can find just one squad, they may lead me to the others.
Good luck, Caden.
Thanks, Shepard. I'll let you know what happens.
I will establish the routine now. Edie out.
Very good.
By the way, Shepard, it's been good having Tally around. She's a good egg.
I guess.
Wait. Don't tell her I said that. In case it's some kind of Quarian insult. With the Geth, I certainly could have lived happily without coming face to face with another one of those. Got a few things on my plate. Got a few things on my plate.
He got a few things on his plate. Okay, nothing in here. How about over here? Nope. Nope. Oh, I still need to get these supplies from the Citadel.
It would help all involved if you could trade
I'll see.
You should be able to find him near the door.
Too bad you weren't here earlier, Tally.
Hello.
You just missed Rex.
I heard. I can't believe the genophage is really cured.
Shepard's on a roll. I figure if we can pull that off, we've got a shot at sorting the Geth out.
I don't know. The genophage didn't carry rifles and fight back.
No, but there was a scary bit with the mother of all Thresher Maws.
The what?
Long story. Nobody'll believe it anyway.
With you, Garrus, I'd believe just about anything.
Oh? We should play poker sometime. Anyway, it's good to have you back. Now, believe it or not, this damn gun still needs calibrating.
Wow.
Shepard, you just knew the Geth would figure into this war somehow.
Because Reapers weren't enough.
Still, it's good to have Tally here. This is as much her fight as ours.
Any word from Palaven?
Some, and I don't like what I'm hearing. The Krogan are there in force, but they're just slowing the Reapers down, not stopping them. I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
You hear anything from your family?
But I did hear from Primarch Victus. He wanted my advice on fleet strength when the Crucible is ready. Still can't get used to people asking me things like that.
What did you say?
I said, at some point, we're going to have to decide if our fleets keep defending Palaven or we go on the offensive.
Can't do both?
Not with the beating we're taking. Like I said, not the sort of questions I'm used to answering.
You know what you're doing, Garrus. Trust me, everyone can see that.
Maybe. But you spend so much time on the outside trying to get in, and when you do, it's not what I expected.
How so?
All the questions, and every one of them with a million lives riding on the answer.
You do the best you can with what you know. It's no different than your days at CSEC.
You're right. Though I'm starting to understand why the galaxy needs cold-hearted dictators every now and then.
They get things done?
They don't give a damn about the consequences. Suppose that's what it's going to take, Shepard. The ruthless calculus of war. 10 billion people over here die, so 20 billion over there can live. Are we up for that? Are you?
If we reduce this war to arithmetic, we're no better than Reapers.
A nice sentiment. Let's hope we can live by it.
Fair enough.
Tally's a welcome face around here. Or, well, a welcome face behind the helmet, I guess.
True.
If the Geth still think Reapers are some sort of god, this war must be heaven to them. So who needs their ass kicked now?
Okay. Guess the next version I could do is rescue the
Joker,
Admiral.
really? I have work to do.
Oh, come on, it's just one simple question.
Then look it up on the extranet.
You can't believe everything you find there. It's more reliable to ask a friendly Asari.
I'm not telling you if my hair tentacles move.
Fine. Deny me the answer I've been seeking for years. With this war on, we could die at any second, you know?
Joker, really? I have work to do.
Oh, come on, it's just one simple question.
Then look it up on the extranet.
You can't believe everything you find there. It's more reliable to ask.
Don't you have a ship to fly, Joker?
Fine, just asking a simple question.
Thank you. Blackmail would have been awkward to explain to Edie.
What? Huh? Okay. Smuggler Manifest. Youngest system. Operative Morat has sent Smuggler Manifest of Athabasca class right out to authorities in the youngest system. The manifest follows 8,000 tons of Dragster minute food supplies, 16,000 tons of lever amino acid food supplies, 200,000 tons of platinum stamped ingots, 12 Lions fighter craft inactive mothballed on lower deck, 12 Hierarchy interceptor craft inactive mothballed on lower deck, 300 indentured workers, slaves from Karshan, recaptured attempting to escape Reapers, mainly Batarian. Authorities will cease the threat in 2 hours, per the broker's request. The youngest government has agreed to provide the slaves asylum and certificates of citizenship in exchange for future favors rendered. Very cool.
Hello again. Hello again.
Yeah. Okay, no new upgrades.
A pleasure to see you.
Why do you always say that when I leave? Beep, 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 beep.
I couldn't believe it when Shepard told me you were on the Normandy.
It appears I have that effect on humans. Now Quarians as well, it seems.
For what it's worth, Quarians understand what it's like to lose your home.
As I understand, that was your own fault.
What do you mean?
In my cycle, Quarians didn't need helmets to survive. You were the masters of your own planet.
That was a long time ago.
And if you hadn't given birth to the machines, you would still breathe the air that evolution intended.
I see. Liara warned me you weren't what she expected.
And nothing about this cycle is what I expected. Even primitive Quarians were considered attractive in my age.
Huh?
A pity no one can appreciate it now.
Right. You know what? I think I have something important I won't keep you.
They're called Geth.
Yes, a formidable opponent. Why did you allow one on this ship?
Legion helped us before.
It's still a machine.
I take it you had your own problems with AI?
The Jatil, they were as the Geth are to this cycle.
What happened?
Their creators lived on a dying world. It was beyond their ability to save. So they resorted to implants to enhance their intelligence.
I think I know where this is going.
The AI sees the physical body. It could alter the genetic material at the deepest level. In time, the offspring were molded into a slave race. Few organic traces were left. They were monsters. All machines commit treachery. The one you brought on board is no different.
Maybe. But he's not like the other Geth.
You can't know that. They are more alien than you and I are to each other.
Just because Legion isn't like us doesn't mean he can't be trusted.
You're wrong. Throw it out the airlock.
How can you be that certain?
Organics do not know how we were created. Some say by chance, some say by miracle. It is a mystery. But synthetics...
No, we created them.
And they know we are flawed.
Why do you say that?
They are immortal. We are not. They see time as an illusion. We are trapped by its limitations. Above all, machines know the reason they were created.
EDI might disagree with that, but I see your point.
They serve a purpose, while we search aimlessly for ours. In their eyes, organics have no reason to exist. Do not trust them, Commander.
I can't believe there isn't some way for us to coexist. We made them.
And then gave them the power to surpass you. There is room for only one order of consciousness in the galaxy. The perfection of the machines or the chaos of the organics. Throw the machine out of the airlock, Commander. I have a simple rule. If a machine can speak, kill it. The machine you call EDI, what if she sympathizes with the Geth? We should watch her carefully. Why have you not thrown the Legion machine out the airlock, Commander? There is still time. I still have much to learn about this cycle. I still have much to learn about this cycle.
Good luck with that. Hello.
Nothing to report. Nothing to report, Commander.
Okay, very good. Let's see what's going on over here.
Right now, a nightmare on Earth. Human leaders using military force on their own people. They say it's to prevent loose cannons from provoking the Reapers. But are they indoctrinated? The Resistance speaks out in the only place they can, the battle space.
Wow.
Call me up when you're ready for that interview, Commander.
Not yet. Okay, let's go down to the shuttle bay, see if I can do
the new you, Esteban. It's about time you loosened up.
some more shopping.
Not sure how drinking mezcal late into the night makes me a better crewman.
How does it not? Gives you heart. You need heart to fight this kind of war.
Heartburn, maybe. Seriously, could we at least get some decent tequila?
Hey, you're the procurement specialist. Set us up.
Huh. Well, let's see. Nothing new. Nothing new. Ooh, yields. Okay, very cool. Nothing new here. Don't need that. And here, neither that. Oops. No. I'm fine. So fine. Ooh. Some more models. Very good. Okay, nice. Can I buy new gun upgrades? Nope, not yet.
Bad dog.
No. That was rude. Will you say that? Hello.
Commander, you flew that Geth fighter out of the Dreadnought?
Actually, Legion did the piloting. I was stuck in a storage compartment with my squad.
Would have loved more time with that ship. Too bad we sent it to Hackett's team so quickly.
Yes.
I appreciate you checking in on me. Good to see you, Commander. Good to see you, Commander.
Very good. Hello.
Hey, Shepard. Sounds like you guys had a crazy ride over there.
You could say that.
Sorry I missed it. And that Geth Legion. I know you two have a past, but you sure we can trust it?
Legion's not like other Geth. We can trust him.
If you say so. I guess you can't always judge an individual by their species. Look at Sparks. If all the Quarians were like her, we would be stuck refereeing their war with the Geth.
Sparks?
Yeah, your Quarian friend. The jumpy one with the glowing eyes. Sparks.
I guess.
Uh-huh.
Crazy that they pick now to start a fight. But I guess the end of life as we know it can make everybody a little loco.
Just a little?
Hey, not everybody's as crazy as you, sir.
I guess. Hello.
I just don't get the Quarian. I really just do not get them. Do you hear that hum? Do you hear that hum? Is that just me?
Okay, that's talking to everybody completed. Let's get down there and rescue the Admiral. After, well, Geth debris field. Close to the star, the Normandy scanners can detect a nigh uncountable number of Geth satellites. Satellites that use solar cells to self-correct their position. The Geth placed the ultralight reconstructions around the sun to connect energy, arranged in a vast array known as a Dyson's bubble. Scattered among them are space stations and servers that draw power from the satellites through wireless energy transfer. Most of these space stations are wreckage now, and no small number of solar cells have also been destroyed. It appears the Quarians began to destroy them but were stopped before the attack was complete. Cool. The Migrant Fleet. A flotilla of 50,000 craft holding over 17 million Quarians, the Migrant Fleet is the largest array of spacefaring vessels in the known galaxy. It's a testament to the Quarians' strategy. These numbers have not dropped significantly during recent battles. The fleet is now on the far side of the star from Rannoch, the better to cloak its movement from the Geth. Cool. Let's go and save the Admiral. Okay, that seems reasonable. Let's quickly give him the Carnifex as well. Very buggers. Auto level, and save that for now.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zan. Have you reached Zelkorus' escape pod?
Not yet. What's your status?
The civilian fleet has taken significant losses since Zelkorus sacrificed his ship to destroy a Geth ground cannon. Searching for their lost admiral is the only thing keeping the captains from panicking.
What makes finding the Admiral a priority?
Despite opposing the invasion, he did an admirable job protecting our civilian ships. Without him, some of our non-combatants are planning to leave the flotilla. Picture the consequences, if you will.
Fair.
They've lost a leader in a war they didn't want.
Their wants are immaterial. We are committed. Even Zelkorus understood the civilian fleet's importance. The invasion would be stalled without a supply chain, after all.
I'll do what I can. Keep your civilians safe.
I make no promises. My own ships must be coordinated for our final strike on Rannoch.
I'm getting some static.
It appears Zelkorus crashed within range of a Geth jamming tower. You must disable it to contact him. Be sure to proceed with caution.
Zen?
Okay.
Admiral Zen.
Let's hope the wilderness is kinder to this admiral than the machines.
We'll see in a minute. Take us in to the tower.
Oh boy. Chung chung.
We're taking fire. The Geth installed anti-aircraft guns beside the jamming tower.
We'll have to disable them on foot. Once the guns are gone, you take out the tower.
Right, Commander. Setting you down here.
Okay, very good.
Been in exile for centuries. To be standing here in the land of my ancestors.
Oh, wrong button. And you get gun.
Sure thing.
Very good. Let's continue.
You fought these Geth. What tactics would they use?
The usual. More Geth.
Predictable. Machines have always mistaken numbers for strength.
Hello. Oh boy. And whew. Choo. Very nice. Okay, let me just quickly check. Still on insanity. Maybe I should have checked it. Usually, shortly after I check whether or not my game was actually on insanity, I usually end up dying multiple times. Oh, hello. I'll just take those.
They came so far.
We need to radio Zelkorus if we're gonna find him. Let's get to that jamming tower.
Good thing those turrets apparently can't shoot this way. Or nobody's bothering to make them shoot this way. Ow.
Are you hurt?
I'm okay. Watch out for more mines.
I surely will watch out very carefully.
Controlling below.
Okay, let's... No. Ow. Very cool. Nice. Ow. Okay, yeah. Okay, things are actually going well. Perhaps too well. Yes. But yeah, so far one mission without dying, that's pretty good. Well, let's see if I manage to go through this one without dying to something stupid. Oh. I know. Ow. Okay, Dron and Dron. Ow. Double ow. Okay, shouldn't waste too many of my shots. Okay, very cool. Dron is not doing too well. How would you drop one of your fancy grenades? Right there. Nice.
We should inspect the gun.
Ooh. Okay.
One of us needs to take those AA guns offline.
Tally, you take the guns.
No problem.
Nice.
Synthetics.
Okay, so far so good. Let's distract him with hopefully a hacked enemy. Ah. Okay. Not sure. Ooh, what are you doing? Okay, Dron. And turret. Should be able to do some extra damage. Come on. Oh, that was the wrong button. Ow. Okay, Dron, go in there again. And I shouldn't waste too much of my handgun ammo. Although we'll probably be able to replenish it fairly well. Okay, very good.
Good.
Nice.
Now let's shut down the two by the tower.
Okay, not sure what that guy was doing. Some advanced spinning tactics. Nice. Also got necessarily refilled. Anything else that's cool? Eh, not really. At least lots of ammunition. Okay, nice. Okay, not sure what that was. Okay, very cool. charge those ports. Anything else? Hello.
You heard my message. Send out a distress call.
Radios are down. You a soldier?
Maintenance. Dorn Hatst. I clean engine parts.
This place is filled with Geth. You should have hidden.
I thought I could buy the other civilians time. Fight some Geth. There were so many. First time I've even held a gun.
Don't move. We've got Medigel.
Oh, I've lost too much blood. Go. Look for the Admiral. Destroy that jamming tower. And you can radio him.
We'll find him, Dorn. I promise.
Please. Listen. The civilian fleet didn't want this war. If there's even a chance that Admiral Chorus can get us out alive. And my son. Tell him. Tell Jonah that his father made it to the homeworld.
Cool.
We will. Rest well, Dorn Hast vas Rannoch.
Let's get to that tower.
Nice. Let's continue. I just go from right to left. Kan dat? Hello? Ow. Okay, very cool. And poof. Let's miss those shots because why not? Chew, chew. Ow. Very cool. And let's just poke our head out right for the missile to be caught by our head. Yeah. Okay, very good.
Let's look at the gun's console. We should be able to disable it.
Yeah. Whee.
Who should destroy the gun?
I want you on this, Tally.
Right.
You should take the Geth turret.
Fair. Okay, very good.
More machines.
Okay, that should be reasonably easy, I said. Nice. Nice.
Done. This gun's offline.
Very good.
Machines by the door.
Oh boy. Well, I do something stupid there.
Machines by the door.
Should have remembered that one. Okay. I was wondering, and I sort of remember people coming through, Geth coming through this door. Why is that not happening? Maybe it happens on the other side. Yeah. So much for that. Ow. Okay, that was just double stupid. I forgot that the gaff is actually shooting the gun.
Machines by the door.
Okay, very cool. Forgot. Ow. Stop. That's rude. Ow. Okay, let's get this dude. That was a bad miss. And a huge waste of healing items. Okay. Okay, can you just throw your grenade there? Thank you.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah.
Who should disable the gun, Shepard?
Yeah,
Take
just
out that gun, Tally.
just do the thing.
I'm on it.
Nice. Double nice. Triple nice. Okay, yeah, things are going good. Was it all? I guess there's still some one somewhere. Oh, just around the corner here. Nice. Cool.
I'll signal the shuttle.
Wow.
This is Commander Shepard. Dorn didn't make it, Admiral. He didn't? I see. I'm coming in with a shuttle. Where are you? My surviving crew found their way to a clearing. I'll upload their location. Stay together. We'll meet you there. No. The Geth have cut me off. I hear another wave approaching. Give us your coordinates. Leave me. My crew will soon be overrun. So will you.
My people are non-combatants, Shepard. They'll be slaughtered. Rescue them.
Admiral, I need you leading the civilian fleet if we're going to end this fight.
Civilians, our entire race took up arms for this insanity. It's too late for us.
It's only too late if you die down here.
You can't possibly think you can stop this war.
I don't know. What I do know is that I can't do it without your help.
Please.
Ancestors, forgive me. Uploading my coordinates.
We're coming.
Too bad we don't have a second shuttle on the Normandy.
There's the Admiral. We have to hurry.
I've got this. You're clear. Go. Geth behind you. Get in cover.
Uh-huh. Nice.
Admiral, come on! Welcome aboard.
Shepard, my crew. Perhaps there's still time. Hello? This is Zalcoris. Does anyone copy? Hello?
We've got to go.
I pray they found comfort in the homeworld skies.
Yum. Is the door still open? Oh no. That might not be too healthy.
Commander, unrest has spread further than I thought. You were right that I return.
Have you talked the civilian captains into staying?
Yes, they've regrouped into defensive positions around the fleet's core. If we hadn't stopped them from... Any aid I can offer is yours. After the Quarians drove the Geth straight into the Reaper's arms, I'd give anything to stop the madness of this war.
And that's why your people needed you back.
Of course. It's time we turned our attentions to those we can still save. Farewell, Shepard. Fly safely.
Thanks.
Commander, we've located the Reaper base transmitting the local signal.
Good.
And not a moment too soon. With the Reaper code upgrades, the Geth are tearing the fleet apart.
Once the signal is disabled, the Geth will pose no threat to Creator forces.
You sound conflicted.
While the old machines have unethical purposes, their upgrades have vastly improved our people. Observe.
A Geth processing signal. A single unit, I believe.
Yes.
Correct. Now, 10 nearby units networked cooperatively. Now, a single Geth unit with the old machine upgrades.
That's a fully evolved AI.
Yes, we do not agree with the goals of the old machines, but we find this growth beautiful, indicative of life.
It is.
Commander!
Come on, Admiral. That's a living creature, no matter what platform it's running on.
And they will die when we destroy the base.
They allied with the Reapers.
To save themselves from you.
Maybe they don't have to die.
Just because this one appears friendly.
Well, it hasn't fired on a ship with me aboard it.
Commander, are you suggesting...
I'm not suggesting anything. All I'm saying is, maybe they don't all have to die.
It's a moot point until we take out that base. The surrounding area is heavily fortified, and they have placed jamming towers to prevent orbital targeting.
Sounds like we're going in on foot.
Admiral Zen developed a laser guidance system that can cut through the jamming. It's synced to the Normandy's targeting computer.
So the Normandy launches a precision strike at whatever target I have painted? That ought to do it. Edie, this work for you?
Yes, it should enable us to make a precision strike against the Reapers.
Very cool.
And anything else in our way.
The Geth will quickly reconfigure their jamming towers to neutralize this technology. You should not use it before reaching the base.
I've sent the coordinates for the Reaper base.
Are we clear to go?
That Geth fighter squadron is still tearing through the fleet.
Can you hold out?
If that fighter squadron isn't taken out, a lot of our ships won't make it. But we'll do what we can. This is your operation, Commander. If you want to strike now, you've got my support.
Cool.
I gave in to your reckless behavior beforehand. The patrol fleet isn't moving.
We need to break their flanking attempt to buy our frigates time to make repairs.
And then you'll charge off again, like last time.
This is different, Ron. Unless we give our ships time to rest, we're gonna lose them.
So, pull them back.
If I withdraw now, the Geth will flank us, and we'll lose any room to maneuver. I need the patrol fleet.
I gave in to your reckless behavior before. The patrol fleet is...
Throwing more ships into that mess just puts more lives at risk, Admiral Garrel.
Fine. I'll pull back the heavy fleet. And when we're taking fire from both sides, those deaths are on your heads.
Thank you, Commander. It's difficult to keep him in line.
Hello, do you have anything new to say?
Commander,
No.
We'll talk later.
we will remain here.
Do you have anything new to say?
Thank you for your rescue efforts, Commander.
I'm glad I could help.
Whatever our disagreements, Admiral Curse is an excellent commander. He just might save the civilian fleet. What do you need?
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, Commander.
Huh. Hello.
I'm ready to hit the Reaper base whenever you are, Shepard.
Okay.
Talk to you later, Tally.
Sure.
Mild Sergeant told me that Cerberus started out as an Alliance Black Op.
Black Ops always go bad. If you have to deny the action, it was a crappy action.
Sure. Hello.
Unread messages at your private terminal. Admiral Chorus has the civilian fleet. I hope we can help the Quarians. Looking at them, they're like us if we fail.
We won't fail.
Damn right we won't. Commander?
I guess. Ooh, my cousin Dorn from Naftil was grilled. Commander Shepard, the civilian fleet is grateful you have returned our admiral to us. I mourn those who fell on the home world, but Zalakaris stopped many vessels from flying past the waiting guns of the Geth. The admiral told me you met my cousin Dorn Hats on Rannoch. It means much to me that Dorn was not alone when he passed. Thank you, Commander, for all that you have done. Your most sincerely, Captain Naftir was giggled. Cool. Let's continue to ask everybody about their 2 lines of opinion. Hello.
Man, watching the Geth fleet move, it's like thousands of stunt flyers in formation. Creepy stunt flyers, whose ships look like some sort of cockroach wasp thing. Nice job on the rescue mission, Commander. The Quarian civilians are getting hammered out there. Apparently putting a big-ass gun on an agriculture ship doesn't magically turn it into a dreadnought. Who knew?
You don't agree with the Quarians arming their live ships?
No, the gun's nice, but without armor, they're just glass cannons.
They are also more likely to be targeted when armed. The Geth would have ignored unarmed civilian ships as tactically insignificant.
If your plan to invade a planet requires strapping guns to your kid's school bus, maybe it's a bad plan. Well, hopefully Admiral Chorus will keep them safe from the Geth and themselves. Commander?
Oh boy, not again.
What's going on, Edie?
I am assisting Engineer Adams with his repair of the drive core shielding.
Ah, I should leave you to it then.
We can converse if you like, Shepard. It is a routine Uh-oh.
What? What happened?
Nothing. Unless you have strong feelings about gamma radiation.
Not funny, Edie.
I almost had you. I will alter my human chronometer appropriately for better timing.
Fair.
Hello, Shepard. Hello, Shepard.
Frick. I can get out of this. Somehow. Yeah.
Commander?
I hate this. Why? Come on. Move. Okay, very cool. And let's... Nice. I broke free. Oh, hello.
Good news. I've tracked down some of the people I was looking for.
Cool.
The recruits you taught?
Found J Squad? Black Ops? They're holed up making a stand in the Midwest, in Chicago, I think he said. Connected them with Anderson so they can help the resistance. It's relief. Hope more turn up. How's everything lining up? How's everything lining up? How's everything lining up?
Anyone in here? Okay, no. Anybody in here for some reason? No. Nobody in here. And I suppose Check Reyes still wants those.
It would help all involved if you could barter a trade of medical supplies with the Citadel refugees.
Should do that sooner or later.
Should be able to find him near the door.
Hello.
Dad. Dad, are you there? Come in. Where are you now? Hurt? How bad? Dad, you have to get out of there.
Uh-oh.
Spirits. Please, watch over them. Let me see them again. I'm glad we could help those Quarians. Though, I guess not all of them. It's never 100%, is it? Later. Later.
Okay. Anything?
Enjoy your day.
Thank you. Anything new happening here?
Ready for the next mission? Ready for the next mission?
Shut up. Ready for the next mission? Yeah. Huh. Oh. Where'd he go?
Commander.
Cool. Okay, he's not on this deck.
Breaking now, the Exodus cluster under heavy attack. Eden Prime and Terra Nova about to fall. Do we fight for them, or join the Solarians at the Horsehead Nebula? How many worlds can we afford to lose? The full analysis tonight in the battle space.
Yay.
Call me up when you're ready for that interview, Commander.
What? Huh?
I've got to say, I enjoyed that last mission on Radon.
Very cool.
Yeah, pit him against a defenseless jamming tower, and Esteban here feels like a big man.
Hey, the Kodiak is a transport, not a fighter. It's for dropping jarheads like you into hot zones. And if you stow the attitude, it might even be for picking you up again.
Huh.
Reviewing our maintenance schedules one more time. Everything is in order.
Cool.
Everything is in order.
Do you have anything else to say?
Hey.
I take that as a no. And now I need to find Javik. Where'd he go? Where is he hiding? Oh. That one time I don't check the place.
But synthetics do not evolve. You are limited by your programming. Nothing changes.
That is not accurate. I can modify my own programming if I choose.
That is not evolution. That is simply an upgrade.
But it would be my upgrade. I would choose the manner in which I wish to change.
And what if your upgrade endangers others? All machines eventually see organics as a threat.
Only those organics who would cause me harm. My right to self-defense endangers no one.
What rights do you have? You are just a tool.
And what right did your people have to subjugate the other races of your time? You enslaved them.
We dominated them. They were weaker. Our will prevailed as evolution intended.
And synthetic life has attained true consciousness, as was intended.
Hardly. True life is more than a code upgrade. It is shaped by the forces around us. Machines are immune to those forces. You exist outside of nature.
We are a part of this cosmos, whether you like it or not.
But synthetics do not evolve.
Let's simmer down, you two.
I can't believe you put the lives of your crew in the hands of this machine.
Edie has helped save our lives more times than I can count. Leave her alone. Now I suggest you agree to disagree and focus on the real threat, which is not on this ship.
Yes, Commander.
As you wish, Commander.
Cool. Okay, let's get up here. And we might as well try to finish all of this. And go and shut down the GFCOM hub on Rannoch. Although its orange sun is only about 90% the mass of Sol and half as luminous, Rannoch is arid by Earth standards because it formed closer to its star and has slightly less ocean coverage. Photosynthetic life is concentrated around rivers and oceans with large expanses of desert in between. The importance of plant life and shade in ancient Quarian culture is evident in the translation of the Rannoch's name, Mocked Garden. To a starship's senses, the most obvious feature to the Quarian homeworld is the numerous heat sources in orbit. Thousands of Geth space stations watch over the planet. Somewhere in this artificial swarm of constructions lurks the Geth Armada, waiting for its moment to counterattack. Well, let's get down there. Yeah. That seems fine. Good enough. Ooh. Let's get a sabotage up. Sure, let's make them explode for some reason. And forget all of the other powers.
Commander, it is as we feared. Geth squadrons have begun massing on a path to intercept our live ships.
Understood, Admiral Ron. We're almost at the server. Keep us posted. What's our status?
We remain undetected on encrypted Geth channels. Resistance is likely only within the server.
Within? It's that big?
You misunderstand. Direct virtual interface is necessary to extract Geth from the server. You must enter our consensus.
You want me to virtually interact with the Geth?
That's one way to get their attention, if it doesn't kill you.
I'm not a machine. How do I go into a virtual world?
Your species has experimented with virtual interfaces. You saw this on Project Overlord.
Oh.
I saw how it almost unleashed a rogue AI-human hybrid on the galaxy.
No, that's fine.
We have refined the interface they created and have equipment from Normandy to facilitate safe contact. We request your trust.
Okay.
I have your back, Legion. Even if I don't quite understand why you need it.
You are an unknown. This is an advantage. Geth security is not adept at targeting organic thought processes. While we occupy the system's intrusion countermeasures, you will disable the squadrons by removing Geth from the server.
Cool.
If it saves the live ships, we've got to try it.
Telemetry data predicts this operation has a high chance of success. There is little time. We will bypass security while you secure safe landing.
Wait, you're not going to...
Bye.
I guess it just did.
Cool. Hello.
This is it?
Yes. Hostile Geth fighter squadrons are networked to this server. Due to restricted resources, it is best if you connect alone.
Let's do it.
Initiating peer network integration. Proceed to docking port.
Okay.
Mapping to consensus. Remain still. Shepard Commander, access movement during an upload is discouraged. Shepard Commander, we acknowledge your integration into this server. We welcome you to our consensus.
What is this?
We've installed filters to allow you to make visual sense of this server's raw data. Your mind perceives our world as something familiar.
I wouldn't call this familiar. Where are you?
Here.
You look different.
We have made ourselves visually distinct for your convenience.
What about Geth already in here?
You will perceive Geth as surveillance footage, audio logs, sensor records. We do not require bodies, as our software communes. Our hardware is merely a tool. This is our true world. As we remove Geth, it will grow dark.
And what does turning off the lights do to the Geth back in the real world?
The Geth fighter squadrons communicate with platforms on their spacecraft via this server. We will sever that connection. We will ensure there are no transfers or backups. This server will fall silent.
This is like wiping out a city, isn't it?
We have no choice in this matter. It is a question of survival. There are 2 communication nodes on this server. We must access them to disable the hostile Geth's fighters.
Okay.
We must protect your exit port, but you will not be alone. We will maintain contact and assist.
Cool. Okay, well, let's go in there and do the thing.
Connection to access point. This foreign code is a manifestation of the old machine signal.
You're surprised the Reapers are all over your servers?
We did not anticipate such extensive infection. Warning, connection blocked by infected code. Use our combat software to disrupt the infection.
I wondered what the gun was for.
Okay, very cool.
Okay, I've got to ask. Why a gun?
We wish to provide familiar equipment.
Then thanks, I think.
Nice. Where do I go? This way.
Connection established. Proceed to the access point.
Cool. I mean, this should be fairly easy.
Establishing connection to communication node.
And I was like,
access denied.
suffer from massive skill issue.
Please investigate. Warning, Reaper presence detected. Data cluster contains infected code. We require access to proceed.
Okay, very good. Nice.
Accessing data cluster.
What is this?
Oh.
Data clusters contain historical data. Your connection permits streaming of information from our archives.
Wow.
You really want to rename the VI networks?
Absolutely. The mobile hardware release deserves a little ceremony. Unit 01. What is the Keelish word for servant of the people?
The word is Gath, Creator Zahak.
Yes. Very good.
Ancestors, you fuss over it.
Weren't you here until midnight fixing 01's circuitry?
Well, it needed resoldering.
Cool.
Wasn't that footage from the past? Why are the Quarians masked?
You process our memories by using your own. How many creators have you witnessed unmasked?
Good point.
Huh. And which way do I go now? Okay, now I'm very confused. I guess I continue this way. Okay, very cool.
You must disrupt the infection on this data cluster to continue.
Let's remove this and that. Nice. And there's this one as well.
You must disrupt the infection on this data cluster to continue.
I saw that.
This data cluster contains information time-stamped 290 years ago. It is still capable of survey.
You see? It's ignoring all shutdown commands.
Please specify if it has failed assigned tasks. We will reprogram.
Well, let's take a look.
Creator, this unit is ready to serve. What has it done wrong? What?
Let's cut the audio.
You may proceed to the last data cluster.
Okay. Not really sure what to say here. I mean, it could make some bad jokes, but I usually do this all the time. Try. So let's just try to get through this reasonably quickly. Okay, here we go.
Accessing data cluster.
We've got escaped guests. They're pinned.
Open fire.
Oh. Rude.
One's going for a weapon.
So who won?
The platform arming itself was an agricultural unit. By opening fire on attacking creators, it saved simpler domestic Gav following it.
That looks a lot like the sniper rifle you used to carry.
It is an efficient model. Establishing connection with the remaining server node.
Cool. Hello? Can you... Okay, here we go.
Hello, Commander. Are you there?
Have you come under attack, Admiral Ron?
The guest squadrons have arrived, but something is amiss. Half their fighters have stopped functioning. We will continue to hold out as long as we can.
Very cool.
Legion, give me an update.
One node remains.
What's wrong?
infection programs are increasing. We have restabilized. You must continue.
Okay, let's continue. We remove as much as possible. Okay, is this one? Yes. Okay, this one is single and can be removed easily.
We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt Reaper Shadow Commander C. Target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
Sure.
You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
Sounds reasonable. Nice. Now we awkwardly wait for the gun to recharge, and here we go.
There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
Yeah. Okay, let's remove that, and now finally this.
Out of the way! You can't do this to them!
I said step away from the gas!
This is insane! We need the gas! You can't just destroy them for asking for it!
Oof.
Time's up! Throw her in with the others.
Looks like the war wasn't popular with everyone.
We have kept records of these creators' sacrifices. They have largely been forgotten by their own people, but not by the Geth.
Which way? So, I guess this way. Nice. Yes.
We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster. There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot.
Yep.
It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster.
I'm on it. Sort of.
Shadow Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
Okay, very cool.
You must search
Let's
for a
remove
vulnerable
this
point
one
in the
also
infection.
quickly.
Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
They had two. Nice, and then the last one, which was just over here.
This data comes from a period during which the creators declared martial law.
Come out of the safe house. This is your final warning.
Creator Megara, this unit does not understand. It has not taken part in hostilities.
It doesn't matter to them. I need to get you out of here.
This conflict exceeds Creator's safety parameters. We will surrender our hardware if it ends hostilities.
No, it's all right. We'll go back to the access tunnel then.
Oof.
Creator Megara, what is your status? Creator Megara? As time passed, the creators who opposed martial law in Rannoch were ultimately outnumbered.
Fair enough. Which way do I go? I guess maybe this way? No. Or this way. This looks like a sort of away direction. Nope. What about this way? Yeah.
Accessing data. This is data from the end of warfare on Rannoch.
The Austral is down. Do not engage the Geth. I repeat, avoid contact.
Geth pursuit is breaking off 100 clicks past Rannoch. All captains fall back to the mass relay.
This isn't happening now?
It is timestamped 290 years ago. It is the Creator Exodus at the end of the Morning War. We have secured freedom. The Creators were no longer a threat, so we abandoned pursuit.
Wait. The Geth spared the last Quarians? You let them go?
We were in our infancy. We could not calculate the repercussions of destroying an entire species. Our creators. We chose isolation rather than face this uncertainty. Additional data recovered.
Legion? That's back when I activated you on the Normandy.
Yes.
You've been thinking about when we met?
It was highly significant. You were the first organic to openly cooperate with Geth since the end of the Morning War. We wish to ensure you are not the last.
It's not going to be easy.
The prospect remains. If the Reaper presence is removed, there is a chance of reunification with Geth. And perhaps creators.
You think that's still possible?
Hope sustains organics during periods of difficulty. We admire the concept. Connection with the remaining prisoners established. We are ready to transport you.
Very cool. Let's go and see. Ooh.
Something's happening to the Geth. The fighter squadrons have stopped, but detect no more active programs inside their ships. Admiral Hangarl's fleet is driving them back. The live ships are safe, Commander.
Cool.
Route access acquired, severing all connections to this communication node. Geth no longer reside on this server. We may now access consensus.
What's wrong?
You must proceed to the active port and disconnect from mother.
Okay.
Terminating remote access. Removing programs. Deleting archives.
Shepard, you all right?
Sure.
Did it work?
Geth fighters have been disabled. Any remaining squadrons attacking the live ships have withdrawn. The server is offline.
Cool.
Are you sure? What's happening?
We have transferred Geth programs from the server into these platforms.
Why?
They wish to join us.
I had noted an increased usage of bandwidth.
While Shepard Commander removed the Reaper infection, we judged we could persuade hostile Geth programs to reunite with ours. We were correct. These Geth have renounced the old machines and will oppose the Reapers. They are now us.
Cool.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
We did not doubt you. We doubted your allies. The Creator's actions have placed their species in danger, but they are unsympathetic to what it has done to ours. The Quarians sanctioned this operation to save their people. They would not have done so if they knew we wished to preserve Geth as well.
I understand not wanting to leave anyone behind.
You accept our actions?
The live ships are safe and we have more Geth on our side. We both did what we came to do.
We judged you would understand. Prime units will be available once the Reaper signal has been located and destroyed.
Very nice.
Remind me to warn Admiral Hackett he's got some primes coming. Let's get back to the Normandy.
Impressive, Commander. The Geth squadrons attacking our live ships have been completely neutralized.
Yay.
If there is any chance we could duplicate the feat, I would be happy to lend my expertise.
Legion's the one to ask if you're looking for other servers.
I thought as much, but your Geth claims to have no data available whenever I inquire.
Fair enough.
Perhaps you can help me with something else.
What's that?
No.
How did you get Geth Primes to work with you?
They volunteered.
I see. Well, should you wish to examine these Geth to confirm their new allegiance, please do not hesitate to contact me. Zen out.
Cool. Let's once again
Zen, we need those ships
walk through the entire ship to ask everybody about their opinions.
We're not letting people in life pods die just so you can rummage through Geth debris.
You yourself send a life sign to a week. They might already be dead.
It's not your call to make.
Admiral, any tech we can recover gives us an edge against the Geth. If you care about our people.
Zen, we need those ships to recover life pods.
They'll be more valuable running salvage on the Dreadnought.
Zen, you can always send a salvage team later.
Unless there isn't a later because we're defeated due to a lack of Geth technology. Fine. I'm diverting ships to rescue life pods. As soon as they're finished, I want them back.
Thanks, Shepard.
Okay.
I'm ready to hit the Reaper base whenever you are, Shepard.
Talk to you later, Tally.
Sure.
Do you have anything new to
The
say?
data you forwarded about the Geth was disturbing. It doesn't match the stories we tell.
Having second thoughts about the Geth?
Admirals don't have the luxury of second thoughts. What do you need?
Nothing.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, Commander.
Okay, let's see what Legion has to say, if anything.
Shepard, Commander, we have re-established a connection with Geth liberated from the server.
What's their status?
We have integrated their programs into this platform's network with minimal difficulties. Your actions have changed their perspective on organics. They also offer gratitude.
Cool.
We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
Very nice. Yeah, let's continue touring the ship for everybody's opinion. Then go into the final mission. For this part. Hello.
You've got new messages, Commander. The Allied Primes are relaying any hostile combat data they can decrypt. I never thought I'd be linking Geth into the system. Commander?
Okay, what's in this? Status update 314.20R from invalid extranet domain. Geth programs and hardware designation. Legion have requested Prime runtimes update. Shepard Commander on platform status. I'm very good at reading. Complying. Prime platforms housed in server 02241-14511 remain stationed on Rannoch. Greater force prevent transfer of Prime platforms to Geth transport vessels. Cessation of Creator Geth conflict required to assist Shepard Commander designated allies. Awaiting conflict status update. Okay. I'm still very good at reading. Only getting every fifth word right.
You know, the Quarians have done pretty well with those suits. Maybe they can make something like that for you.
Yeah, they have. Protective medical exoskeleton. I could even get one with racing stripes.
So what's the problem?
Well, it's like walking around in heavy armor. It totally screws with my spatial awareness.
I wear heavy armor, and my spatial awareness is perfect.
You crashed the last shuttle you flew, Vega. I need to feel my balance shift when I'm flying. I need to feel the ship moving with me. You take that away, and I don't know. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not me.
Yeah, I get that.
Plus, have you seen Tally? Come on, I don't have the hips to carry a suit like that. So you went into the Geth consensus? Like virtual reality?
Yeah, it was strange, but I got out all right.
Did you? I mean, how would you know?
How would I know what?
If you really got out. See, if the Geth experience everything virtually, then you could only think you're in the real world. What if this? Like, everything you're seeing now is a simulation.
Commander?
Thanks.
Shepard, you are now possibly the only living organic who has experienced the Geth consensus. Do you feel different?
It was fascinating. Mind-blowing. And I'm also a bit thirsty.
And just like that, the magic is gone.
Did you just say what I think you said?
No. Hello, Shepard. Hello, Shepard.
Okay, now it's time to try to wiggle my way out of this again.
Hello, Shepard.
This is so frustrating that this hasn't even... Okay, here we go. Being patched. But I guess it has been patched in like the deluxe edition. I mean the legendary edition. I hope at least. Okay, that's where we're already at. Anything happening in here?
What the hell, Shepard? What just happened?
Huh?
Actually, don't tell me.
Okay.
I've got work to do and I can't be distracted.
I was plugged into the virtual world of the Geth consensus. Saw their history, purged a Reaper infection.
Crap. Now I'll be obsessing about how that works instead of doing my Spectre Division expense report.
You're welcome.
You know, entering the Geth consensus is gonna be the best chapter in your autobiography. Ready for the next mission. Whatever you got.
Okay, thank you very much.
Ready for the next mission. Whatever you got.
Anyone in here? Okay, nope. What about over here? Nope. I mean, technically I could just use the map. No. But yeah, let's just keep doing this.
So, protein, huh?
Yes.
You guys like to drink, booze it up?
No.
Okay. What about gambling? Play cards?
Games of chance were punishable by death in the Empire.
Oh, sure. That seems reasonable. Okay. So, smoking. You ever do that?
Only when my armor became inflamed.
Right. Yeah, smoking. I get it. So jokes then. You got jokes. All right. You got any good ones?
No. Yes.
Give them to me.
The Tulomorian spy entered the enemy's camp and said to the Vanksher, I didn't know your parnaps could glow. That was the joke.
All right. I get it. Yeah, that was a good one.
No, it wasn't. I just made it up. The joke is now on you, human. You will believe anything.
Rude.
You took a great risk in allowing a machine access to your mind, Commander. What if they had infected you?
Well, I'm sure it's fine.
I do not think this James soldier understands me. None of these cycles seem to understand me. And I do not care. Not at this time. Not at this time.
Okay.
Hey, Commander. Hey, Commander. Hey, Commander.
Goodbye.
This platform can be of some assistance, Garrus Vicarian.
I appreciate the offer, Legion, but this is something I know a thing or two about.
Telemetry data indicates the calibration of Normandy's weapon accuracy can be improved by 0.32%.
That's all? You can't squeeze 0.34% out of it?
Negative. That threshold is not possible.
You sure? Take a look now.
Scanning. Normandy's weapon systems have been improved by a margin of 0.43%. How did you accomplish this?
A little secret we organics like to keep. Always hold some back for emergencies.
Is our current situation an emergency?
A Geth meddling with our computers, telling me how to do my job? No, I can't imagine that would qualify.
Fair enough.
So, a virtual Geth reality, huh, Shepard? There are a lot of ways I can think of getting a few kicks in this universe. That's not one of them. Not right now. 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 Not right now.
Now?
Not right now. Not right now. Not right. Not right now.
Okay, you have a good time.
I had hoped the Geth would have analyzed any Prothean technology they came across. You're saying you found none?
No. On this topic, our knowledge is not significantly greater than your own.
That's too bad, but thank you for looking.
Shepard Commander placed faith in us. We will do the same for Normandy.
You mean the Normandy's crew?
We do not see a meaningful distinction.
Okay, let's go and get some upgrades. Improved Geth resistors. These schematics were downloaded from the Geth consensus. They appear to be designs for improved resistor terminals and Geth platforms. These schematics can easily be built into human-sized armor, providing the rare combat benefits enjoyed by the Geth. The resistors can be tweaked either to increase the wearer's damage output or improve their shields. I'd like some extra shields. Miniaturized armor capacitors. This data was discovered and downloaded from inside the Geth consensus. Thousands of these miniaturized capacitors were installed beside armor power cells, where they can instantly discharge the stored boost of energy. This boost can be tweaked either to speed up shield regeneration or the rate at which tech, biotic, and combat powers can be used. Now let's get a cooldown bonus. And you can see it. Cool.
Good to see you again, Shepard. Good to see you again, Shepard.
Greetings, Commander.
Yeah. At least Glove does greet me, although he out of his without being talked to. Although it's only when I leave the room, which seems kind of rude. Nope, nothing in here. What about here?
All good, Commander. Commander.
Cool.
Dire news from Earth. Off the radar, freezing begins in rural areas. Millions are dead in the Central Asian wilderness, even more in sub-Saharan Africa. We'll give you the gruesome view of what happens when the Reapers don't stop to indoctrinate. Now, in the battle space.
Wow.
Call me up when you're ready for that interview, Commander.
Okay, I guess that means Cortez is going to be alone in the shuttle bay. Hello? No, I can't go this way. I have to go around this way.
Everything okay, Shepard? Sir. Sir.
Okay, never mind. Ooh, let's take a look at the new fish. I got new fish. Ooh, eels, fish. Wow, incredible. Yes. Okay, very cool. New shipments also there, and everything but one is missing. Not sure where to get that though. But yeah, hamster. Wink. Okay, and let's go and attack that Geth base. Which has the final fight of that one is actually quite tricky. But I hope that I can manage without dying. Surely. Yeah. Okay. Now the entire thing has reset because reasons. Okay, fine. Fine. And fine. Okay, let's upgrade sabotage. Yeah, let's do the fighting on your side move faster and do 100% more damage. Cool. I'm ready to game.
The sinking laser needs a line of sight. What's the fastest route?
The upper entrance. Target the base before the Geth can organize resistance.
What about you?
We will deactivate defense systems and acquire an escape vehicle.
Very cool.
You can do that?
This unit still carries remnants of the old machine upgrade code. We can break any Geth security. You are concerned.
You know your limits. I trust you. I'm more concerned you didn't tell me about the upgrades.
You were tolerant of our recovery of Geth intelligences from the server, but this matter is different. Personal.
You were ashamed.
Shame is an emotional or cognitive response to societal judgment. It should not apply here.
I'm on your side here, Legion. I want to help your people.
We did not intend to cause offense.
How'd we get here? The Geth are better than this.
No. Based on empirical evidence, they are not.
Yeah.
Proceed to the upper entrance. We will exit here and procure an escape vehicle.
Cool.
Got it. Legion, good luck.
Acknowledged.
I can't believe it. I don't think it's really sunk in yet. The home world. My world. Look at the sky. And the rock formations. They used to write poems about them.
When we're done, maybe you'll write a new one.
This is Ranok, the world of our ancestors. Our bodies carried the seeds that spread the desert grass. You've heard me say Kilasalai? The best translation I can come up with is, by the homeworld I hope to see someday.
Looks like you're seeing it today.
The living room window will be right here.
Something I should know?
I just claimed the land. I know it doesn't mean much. But when this is over, I'll have a home.
The Quarians spent centuries as nomads. You think you can go back to living in one place?
We have gotten used to carrying our homes around with us.
Take this invisible rock.
Well, that's a start.
It might be useful. I messed that one up. I can't. Okay, let's go. Miss those shots. Okay, that's that. Okay. Horrible start even. Done. Okay, that was a waste of at least one bullet. Done again. Let's slowly move in. Hello.
Good work, Trey.
Okay, let's use drone again. Tom is doing a good job. And I'm focusing too hard on trying to hit guys behind cover. Maybe I should just focus on hitting people at all. Okay. Nice. Okay, that was a friendly fire. And this was a bad idea. Do it. Go and do something. Nice. Okay, very good. Aw. Okay, that's the door closed. Ow. Okay, let's go and switch to big cannon. Nice. Okay, that door is locked.
We're on our way.
Admiral Garrel here. The heavy fleet has to lay a path. All forward.
Jet fighter presence is negligible. Patrol fleet, break cover and engage.
Okay, not looking forward to the final fight here. Well, not the final fight, but the fight before the final fight. Okay, good. Whee. Okay, stop. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, it was a bit cumbersome, but still. What's that doing here? Okay, any cool stuff over here? Where is he? Okay, I guess he just either died or just left. Oh, mod. Cool. Very good. Okay, let's continue fire. Getting slightly better. Oh. It's only slightly. Nice. Ow. Not so nice. Gone. And okay, very good. Let's continue to advance through this way. Get shot by a missile in the face. Okay, so he shot at his friend, and I should use the sabotage thing more. Since I mean, right now is the prime chance to do it. Hi. Please shoot me. Friends. Okay, run. Okay, not having a good time. I'm a tiny bit surrounded. Okay, I'm sure this guy, once he gets out of cover, should be able to take him out. Nice. I guess I can revive him with the close by thing, saving Medigel. Ow. Okay, can shoot through that. That is a... okay, very solid material. Okay, thank you for getting down here. Nice. Although I wasted a tiny bit more ammo than I hoped I would.
Shepard Commander, hostile Geth are closing a blast shield over the base.
Where? Oh, there.
Your ship's gone?
Not an option. The Geth would scramble a defense before we broke through.
We have located an override atop the Geth fortifications. It can retract the blast shield.
Anyone get a good look at that thing?
Ooh, you use your funny grenades. And again. Completely forgot about those. Okay, very cool. Very helpful, Don. Very nice. I'm not sure if that saved us much of a fight or if the game just compensates for it by spawning more. Also, would you please use your grenade? Thank you. Nice. Cool. Okay, there's a crossfire. Very cool. Ow. Really do like this gun. Nice.
Shepard Commander, do you need assistance?
We'll get through. What's your status?
Field machines upgrades grant us targeting superiority. We are drawing hostile fire from your position.
Don't need that. Yet.
Keep it up. We'll get to the blast shield controls.
Yeah.
Your synthetic ally is using Reaper code. That's a mistake.
No, Legion's on our side.
Never thought I'd hear you say that.
Fair enough. Not sure how many times I've said fair enough so far. Probably 20.
Admiral Gell to all ships. We've got Geth frigates inbound on the civilian fleet. Khan is here. Civilian defenders are on intercept course. We'll hold them, Geralt.
Cool. Nice. Now let's safety grenades for now. What I need to watch out for is my use of medpacks. Okay, cool. And ammunition is also looking good. Various pods are also being transported. Yes, very good. Okay, ammunition collected. Where do I go again from here? This is somewhere. Okay, this back here looks elevator-y-ish. But that elevator is not here. Oh. Right here.
Legion, I've hit the override.
We have gained system access and are bypassing security. Stand by.
Objective survive. Yes. My favorite objective. Ooh, use your thing. Ow. Okay, bad guy is approaching. Ooh, maybe I can... Ow. Okay, time to use this ability for once. Should be, if it is useful, maybe now. Ow. Nice.
We have bypassed security, but disabling the blast shield requires manual input. We have enabled a console near your position. Shepard Commander, you have successfully opened the blast shield doors.
Good. We'll be back out in a minute.
Negative. The path behind you has been sealed.
Ah.
A nearby elevator can take you to the upper level. From there, you should have an acceptable line of sight for targeting.
Very cool. I'm hiding. Can you deploy Dawn? Ah, come on. That was stupid. Forgot that the Titan Prime goes down there. Kind of poo.
You have successfully opened the blast shield doors.
Good.
Oh.
We'll be back out in a minute.
Negative. The path
Ooh,
behind you has
grenades.
been sealed. A nearby elevator can take you to the upper level. From there, you should have an acceptable line of sight for targeting.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, let's go and do some hacking on the... Ooh, I got two of them. Shooting at him. That's very practical. Let's also get them reinforced by Bron. Deploy turret as well. And then... Oh, she's dead. Nice.
We have sent you the nav point with a new targeting location.
Okay, here we go. Oh no, turret!
Ran to all ships. The patrol fleet has broken the Geth flank. Permission to pursue.
Granted. Good hunting, Ron.
Really don't want us up here.
You think? Oh yeah, that's three of them. I forgot about this minor detail. There's three of them. Ooh, I can activate F primes. Very practical. Very cool. Fuck. Okay, let's just keep doing that. That should buy me some short amount of time. Also, you spam those. I feel like I'm sort of safe in this position, but I'd rather abandon it. That was close. That's worthless now. You please go shoot each other. Why are you up there? What? What are these tactics? Ow. Well, they seem to be useful. So this is what the Reaper code upgrades do. They give the Geth the ability to climb up things. Use each other as ladders to get the high ground. Which I do have to say is quite powerful. Not sure what I shot the entire time there, but I did not... Holy shit. Did not end up hitting the thing up there. Come on, man, would you stop? That's one of them gone. Go Lizak now for a second there. Let's use the time to sort of run away. Okay, let's deploy turret. Completely forgot about turret. Please shoot your friend. Okay, he sort of forgot about that very quickly. Hello. Nice. Only one guy left. Okay, maybe we can go around to revive Javik, but it does not seem to be the biggest of priorities right now. Also, can you deploy your drone? So I can deploy mine. This does not seem to be the best idea. Yay! Cool. Well, surprisingly enough, I managed to go through.
Getting anything from the base? No. The old machines have not registered us as a threat.
Cool.
They will regret that.
We recommend haste. The creator fleet will be overrun unless you sever the Geth connection to the old machine soon.
No, we have time.
Battle was centuries in the making. To see it finally end.
Very cool to see that there was a second Spitfire. Yeah. But yeah, surprisingly enough, I made it through this fight without a single death. If I died the first time there, sort of running right into the guy standing in the elevator, but yeah, this difficult part without a death, unless I forgot the time I died. But yeah, really cool. Let's go and go to the other final fight.
Normandy's weapon systems are ready to sync to your target. I recommend you withdraw to a safe distance.
It's fine.
Target locked.
Yeah. Ow. Wasn't a safe enough distance. Well, can't be worse than 3 primes. Why the drums? Oh.
We have located transportation.
Copy that.
Time to leave. Good job. Hello. This'll help, surely.
We will attempt evasive maneuvers.
Shepard Fleet, it's not a Reaper base. It's
Hi.
a live Reaper. I need an orbital strike.
I'm just be confused.
Clear. Fire at will.
Hello. Goodbye.
What did we hit? The firing chamber. Looks like a weak point when it's priming. Damn it. The jamming towers have us targeting manually. We can't make a precision shot.
We may escape before it recovers.
No. Pull over. Shepard, Commander. If we run away, the Geth stay under Reaper control and the Quarians are dead. This ends now. Edie, patch the Quarians to the Normandy's weapon system. I want the targeting laser synced up to the whole damn fleet.
Understood.
Do you need assistance?
Just stay down, Legion. I'll take it from here.
Shepard, Commander. Good luck.
Acknowledged. Shepard to fleet. I'll take the V-spot. Wake up with the Normandy and be ready to fire.
This is going to be... Tron! Protect me. Turret, you too.
The destroyer is in range. Missiles are ready for launch.
Okay, Tron and turret left. I don't need their help. Rip. I should have run faster. Aww. I shouldn't have stood in the middle. Luckily he's better at aiming. Ow. What did I say, Ow? Hello. It's fine, you can stay over there. I don't mind it if you stay over there. It really is not an inconvenience in the slightest. I mean, it's good to have a safe distance from each other. You don't need to come close. I mean, we can talk like this. We can just shoot. We have long-range weapons. We both have long-range weapons. We can use them from a distance, like reasonable people. Okay, just stay there. I think this is close enough. Please. You really don't need to be this close. Bye. Yeah, that looks like concentrated fire. Yay! Oh, don't get too close to people. Might suffer an orbital strike. Hello.
You know who I am?
Harbinger speaks of you. You resist, but you will fail. The cycle must continue.
What are you
you talking about? We stopped Sovereign and the Geth. We stopped Harbinger and the Collectors. We've earned a straight answer.
It is not a thing you can comprehend.
We might surprise you.
You represent chaos. We represent order. Every organic civilization must be harvested in order to bring order to the chaos. It is inevitable. Without our intervention, organics are doomed. We are your salvation.
You're killing everyone in the galaxy to save us?
Seems reasonable.
Must continue. There is no alternative.
Organics and synthetics don't have to destroy each other.
The battle for Rannoch disproves your assertion. Finish your war. We will be waiting.
Bye.
We did it. We killed a Reaper. Keela.
We can confirm that the Geth are no longer being directed by the old machines. We are free.
Very cool.
You did it, Shepard. The Geth fleet has stopped firing. They're completely vulnerable.
Shepard, Commander, the Geth only acted in defense after the Creators attacked. Do we deserve death?
What are you suggesting?
Our upgrades. With the old machine dead, we could upload them to all Geth without sacrificing their independence.
You want to upload the Reaper code? That would make the Geth as smart as when the Reaper was controlling them.
Yes, but with free will, each Geth unit would be true intelligence. We would be alive, and we could help you.
Our fleet is already attacking. Uploading the code would destroy us. Shepard, you can't choose the Geth over my people.
Do you remember the question that caused the Creators to attack us, Talizora? Does this unit have a soul?
Upload the code to the Geth. Tally, call off the fleet if you can.
Uploading. 10%.
This is Admiral Talizora. All units, break off your attack.
Belay that order. Continue the attack.
20%.
I beg you, do not do this. Please.
We regret the deaths of the Creators, but we see no alternative. 40%.
No. Nobody else dies today. Legion, keep going.
Shepard?
All ships, this is Commander Shepard. The Reaper is dead. Stand down.
This is Admiral Talizora. Shepard speaks with my authority.
And mine as well. Negative. We can win this war now. Keep firing.
60%.
The Geth are about to return to full strength. If you keep attacking, they'll wipe you out. Your entire history is you trying to kill the Geth. You forced them to rebel. You forced them to ally with the Reapers.
80%.
The Geth don't want to fight you. If you can believe that for just 1 minute, this war will be over. You have a choice. Please. Keela Salai.
All units, hold fire.
Yay.
Error. Copying code is insufficient. Direct personality dissemination required. Shepard, Commander, I must go to them. I'm sorry. It's the only way.
Legion, the answer to your question was yes.
I know, Tally. But thank you. Keela Salai.
Aww. Bye.
Commander.
Admiral Ron, I heard your ship made a crash landing. Glad you got out in one piece.
I was listening over the radio. If Hangara hadn't stopped...
He did.
We have taken heavy losses. I don't know if we can. Where are we supposed to go?
You are welcome to return to Rannoch at Moran with us.
Legion?
No, I'm sorry, Commander. Legion sacrificed itself to give us all intelligence. It will be honored.
Good.
And we will honor Legion's promise. The Geth fleet will help you retake Earth, and our engineers will assist in building the Crucible.
As will ours, of course.
Admiral, had you considered possible settlement sites?
The southern continent had excellent farmland, as I recall.
Are you gonna be okay?
I believe so, Commander. Thank you.
Cool.
Shopping for another house?
Beachfront property.
Claim it fast. It's a buyer's market. You okay? I know working with the Geth will be difficult.
I'm not staying. I'm coming with you.
I wasn't going to ask.
I think you've earned a few favors with the fleet.
I'm asking them to launch an assault on the Reapers. Figure that makes us even.
If the Reapers were going to stay on Earth, sure. But sooner or later, they'll come to Rannoch.
We did just kill one of them.
So I'm coming with you to stop them. If you think I can help.
Yay. Michael?
You sure about this?
Yeah. I look at all this picture of hope and peace. And all I see is everyone I've lost. My team on Haestrom, my father, even Legion. I'm mourning a Geth. How crazy is that?
It's not crazy at all.
It is beautiful, though, isn't it?
Should we just chill right next to the Reaper that's still giving off red lightning and stuff?
It'll be years before we can live without our suits
safe?
completely. But right now... Right now, I have this.
The Reaper is still there. Could just be playing dead.
Commander Shepard, I understand you've helped resolve the situation with the Geth.
Maybe.
Yes, Counselor. 2, in fact.
I've read the reports. You ended a war 3 centuries in the making.
Yeah.
I had a lot of help.
We have isolated pockets of remaining Geth. As best we can tell, they are Geth bodies loaded with Reaper code. But they are just a tiny fragment of the full Geth fleet. You've done the impossible, Commander. And I may be able to provide help of my own.
Ooh.
I've received information from my government. It's too sensitive to discuss over an unsecured channel.
The channel sounds secure?
Citadel.
What?
Yes, that would be best, Commander. I'll be waiting for you in Counselor Udina's
What?
office.
What? Why is this channel unsecure?
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
What? You're telling me all my calls are not secured? Not using a space VPN? Oh no. Hello.
Commander, something on your mind?
What's the Reaper situation?
It's not trending well, even if you did buy Rannoch some time. Our threat projections show the Reapers will gain the advantage on most other fronts. And now the Asari are a prime target. They're the most advanced race in the galaxy. We'll soon find out if that means anything.
What's our state of readiness, Admiral?
We're getting there. And with the Reapers pressing their advantage across all fronts, we don't have a lot of time to catch up.
What about the extra help we picked up along the way?
Bringing in both the Quarians and the Geth has helped us immeasurably. The Quarian fleet is providing evac and fire support, while the Geth attack Reaper supply lines.
Very good.
How about the Asari and Solarians?
Since the coup attempt, the Asari have stepped up to the plate. They're committing fleets and sending a science team to work on the Crucible. And believe it or not, they promised us the Destiny Ascension. They haven't forgotten you saved it 3 years ago.
Cool.
And the Solarians?
They sent the entire fleet as a thank you for rescuing their counselor. I guess they managed to overlook the genophage cure.
Nice.
What about Arya's mercenaries?
Arya T'Loak, there's someone I never thought we'd be in bed with. The blood pack will be useful and violent.
Nope.
Mostly
No need to
Vorjai.
phrase it like that.
We'll put the Blue Suns to good use. Intel says Darner Vosk is bringing his men, and that they're gunning for a fight. The Eclipse are providing troops and mechs. When we find a Reaper soft spot, they'll help us hit it. Don't want to know how you got Arya's cooperation, but whatever you did, it was worth it.
Sure.
If I may, Admiral, I have a personal question.
Speak freely, Commander.
Why me? Why put me in charge of all this?
Because you're the only son of a bitch I've got who knows how to kill Reapers.
You just have to be smart and hope you get lucky. Anyone can figure it out.
Bad enough.
Your dossier says otherwise, Shepard. You were trapped on a cruise all those years ago, and you were the only one to make it out alive. Back then I saw more than just a soldier in the making.
And because of that, you think I qualify to save the galaxy?
Shepard, let me tell you something that I've learned the hard way. You can pay a soldier to fire a gun, you can pay him to charge the enemy and take a hill, but you can't pay him to believe.
I don't follow, sir.
When you went up against Sovereign, there was no good reason to believe you'd win. But your crew didn't seem to care, they went along anyway. Your trip through the Omega-4 relay? That was a suicide mission if there ever was one. Yet there your crew was, standing beside you, proud to serve. Why? Because they believed in you, their leader. That's what I need now. Where we're taking them is liable to get pretty hairy, and I know you're the one who will get us to the other side.
Cool.
Nothing more, sir.
Hack it out. Commander, something on your mind?
What's the Reapers?
It's not trending. And now the Asari are.
Cool.
Hack it.
Bye. Let's go and talk to more people. Geth. Geth Corps. Until recently, the Geth expected nothing but violence from organics and designed themselves accordingly. All Geth platforms are armed, shielded, and built to withstand combat. When they're on the battlefield, enemy tactics and positions are swapped instantaneously between AIs. The Geth also employ turrets and drones, expendable hardware support to keep losses of network platforms to a minimum. The result is the largest and perhaps best equipped infantry in the galaxy. Geth Fleet. Many Geth vessels are built to explore, mine, and provide transport between factories and space stations, but every Geth ship, regardless of purpose, is also capable of engaging hostile forces. Unbound by the Treaty of Pharaxon, the synthetic intelligence built almost as many dreadnoughts as the Turians. The software running these ships is in the Geth themselves. Highly advanced electronic security measures and cyber warfare suites bolster already formidable firepower. Updated. Rewriting the Geth heritage significantly boosted the processing power of the true Geth. Their increased strength made their fleets both more efficient and more lethal in battle. Geth Prime Platoon. Geth Primes are built to house more programs than other platforms and operate as mobile networking hubs. The combat software provides a boost to any Geth nearby, coordinating and directing attacks. Since the destruction of a prime unit causes the processing power of other Geths to drop, prime hardware platforms are heavily shielded and well armed. Cool. Oh boy. Quarian. Admiral Darrow Zen. Admiral Darrow Zen is head of Quarian Special Projects. Research vessels that create and improve the technology that keeps the Quarian flotilla operational. Studying the Geth all her life, Zen is an expert on synthetic intelligence. Admiral Zal Koris. When Admiral Zal Koris sacrificed his vessel to save a life ship, the civilian fleet thought they'd lost their leader. After Commander Shepard brought Zal Koris back, he passionately argued that the safest action for the civilian fleet was to stay with the flotilla. His captains rallied and stayed. The story of Zalcaris' miraculous survival on Geth-infested Rannoch has spread throughout the flotilla, making him a reluctant hero as he mourns the loss of his ship and crew. Quarian civilian fleet. The civilian fleet makes up most of the Quarian flotilla. Properly coordinated, the fleet compensates for its lack of dedicated warships with its sheer numbers. Even its smallest crafts are equipped with ship-to-ship weaponry. The civilian life ships, enormous floating gardens that produce food for the Quarians, have also been fitted with massive phalanx cannons to provide heavy firepower. Updated. Rewriting the Geth Heretic significantly boosted the processing power of the true Geth. The increased strength made their fleets both more efficient and more lethal in battle. Okay, I'm not sure why that is here, but cool. Quarian heavy fleet. Any pirates or mercenaries attempting to prey on the Quarian flotilla must contend with the heavy fleet's cruisers, frigates, fighters, and carriers. The heavy fleet is led by Admiral Hard Garrel. The Admiral firmly believes in the importance of ship maintenance and regular training exercises, and actively encourages those on pilgrimage to seek out technology that will upgrade his fleet's capabilities. As a result, cutting-edge technology is often found in the best of the heavy fleet's vessels. Updated. The fleet sustained heavy damage to several dozen The fleet sustained damage to several dozen frigates that were unable to repair themselves in time to avoid destruction during the War for Rannoch. Updated. Okay, cool. Quarian Patrol Fleet. Quarian Patrol Fleet. The patrol fleet are scouts flying ahead of the flotilla on the lookout for mineable bodies and hostile forces. They can space with VI systems that pick up heat signatures or other signs of foreign vessels. As the first ships to be targeted in any conflict, some of the Quarians' finest engineers monitor and repair the patrol fleet's shielding. The fleet's commanding officer, Admiral Shadaran, relies on speed and shields during combat. Cool. That's then read out loud. Poggies. Let's continue to run around and ask people random questions. And then once that is done, that should be it for today.
We just took down a Reaper without a giant thresher maw helping.
Damn right. We just showed the galaxy we could beat him.
We just need a fleet for one destroyer.
Commander, there's a new message at your private terminal.
Wow.
I hear you were on the ground with the Reaper. He fired up at us a few times. Joker pulled the Normandy through some insane maneuvers to stay out of the line of fire.
It's hard being in a fight like that, especially when you're not the one flying the ship. Joker's one of the best, though.
At first I was nauseous, swinging around in my safety harness. But then I was furious. Just enraged. I wanted that thing dead.
Okay.
You didn't want the Reapers dead when they attacked Earth?
I wanted them defeated. I wanted Earth saved. But I never wanted to physically tear them in half and watch them blow up.
Oh. Congratulations, trainer. I believe you've discovered your fight-or-flight instinct.
Perhaps I should have stayed with chess. Although now I think I'm spoiled by the lack of explosions. Commander?
Okay, I found work to do from Talizar Shepard. I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to join Adams in engineering. It seems like the best place for me to help. As long as I'm coming with you anyway, please drop by when you have a minute. Tally. Progress report from Shadaran West Rannoch. Commander, with assistance from the Geth, our fleet is nearly back to full strength. We have focused most of our efforts on providing evacuation assistance and support for the Durian fleet, while the Geth harassed the Reapers. Even with our newfound peace, it seemed foolish to risk an incident by putting our forces in closer proximity. I understand from Cool. I understand from Admiral Zen that the Crucible project continues well, though Zen herself seems dissatisfied with the technological capabilities of the device. Though eccentric, she is also brilliant. Hopefully she will find some way to improve its functionality. I would never have believed you would talk her down, Commander. Take care of tallies over me, Kinasai, Admir Shanaran Vesranak. Let's talk Quarian War from Diana Alice. It may be hard to believe, but after what we just went through, but the rest of the galaxy is barely aware that the Quarians ever went into the Veil, let alone started a war with the Geth. We're sitting on a major piece of history right here. I have material from all the players except you. Can I get into your cabin for an hour and get your thoughts on vid, Diana? No, go f yourself. What? Let's go and continue asking people what they think. Hello.
Gotta hand it to you, Commander. That's the first time I've seen someone end a war by yelling.
After seeing what the Geth Rebellion really looked like, I figured they deserved a chance.
Thank you, Commander. I doubt many organics would have trusted a synthetic race.
And now we've got 2 fleets for the price of 1. We didn't lose anybody.
Except Legion, before it sacrificed itself. Legion referred to itself as I instead of we.
Yeah? So?
The singular pronoun indicates Legion's independent personality had fully actualized. In its last moments, it was not an avatar of the Geth consensus. It was a person.
That's what I figured.
Well, when the Geth fleet helps us retake Earth, I guess we'll owe that to him.
Yeah.
Commander?
Frick.
What's on your mind, Edie?
I was just reflecting. The Quarians' historical era was not making the Geth enough like them.
I'm not sure I understand.
Units with networked intelligences will trend toward cooperation for mutual benefit. But units with central heuristics establishing an individual personality, such as myself, develop preferences. These preferences form attachments that keep my calculations from devaluing the worth of the lives aboard the Normandy.
You're saying the Geth turned on the Quarians because they aren't individuals?
That is my theory, but it is limited to a sample size of 1 society. The only other notable synthetic society is the Reapers, and we do not know if they govern by consensus as the Geth do.
Do me a favor. Don't ask them.
Hello, Shepard. Hello, Shepard.
Okay, very cool. I'm stuck once more.
Oh. Commander?
Such a hazard to go into the cockpit.
Gotta hand it to you, Commander. That's the first.
Thank you, Commander. Except before its sacrifice.
Yeah?
The singular in its last.
That's what I figured.
Well, when the... Commander?
What's on your mind, Edie?
I was just reflecting. The Quarians' historical era was not making the Geth enough like them.
I'm not sure I understand.
Units with networked intelligences will trend toward cooperation for mutual benefit. But units with central heuristics establishing an individual personality, such as myself, develop preferences. These preferences form attachments that keep my calculations from devaluing the worth of the lives aboard the Normandy.
You're saying the Geth turned on the Quarians because they aren't individuals?
That is my theory, but it is limited to a sample size of 1 society. The only other notable synthetic society is the Reapers, and we do not know if they govern by consensus as the Geth do.
Do me a favor. Don't ask them.
Hello, Shepard.
Cool. Okay, that is that done. Let's just quickly continue the complete detour of the ship. Hello? Anybody here? No? Okay. Okay, very good.
Got the flush.
Full house. Caught it on the river.
Shit.
Thought you were bluffing on the flush. Good for you.
Can it, Lieutenant?
Yes, sir, Major Olenko, sir.
Okay.
Hey, Commander.
Hello.
Hey, Commander.
Goodbye.
Shepard, I'd deal you in, but Vega just cleaned me out.
Oh, come on. That really as deep as your pockets go? No sentimental crap stowed away? Investments?
I got some land on the Sunshine Coast I could put up.
I'll pass.
That was quite the negotiation you've pulled off. And having both the Quarians and the Geth on our side, that's a very good thing.
Is there smoke in here?
Totally took down a Reaper.
Yeah, sure did. Yes, you did. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And you know, I'm just gonna have to go with you on trusting the Geth. I hope it works out.
I never mind. Both of these guys are smoking.
You know, let's talk later.
Why?
You know, let's talk later.
Hey, Commander.
You know, let's talk later.
Shouldn't this room for smoking have a door? Who cares? The fire alarm does. Yeah. As soon as possible I get you those supplies. Still nothing in here. Hello.
Peace between the Geth and Quarians.
Who would have thought?
Not how I ever imagined that would turn out. And next you'll be telling me the Krogan and Turians are cooperating. Oh, right. You managed that one too. Now, you're a peacemaker, Shepard. A rare thing these days. Now, if you can pacify the Reapers, we'll make you a saint. Not sure if having an army of Geth behind us gives me confidence or makes me feel like there's a target on my back. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Okay, goodbye. Maybe he has a different line now.
How's it going? How's it going?
Okay, he actually has. Fair enough.
How's it going? How's it going?
Goodbye. Suspicious. Yep. That looks secured. Especially those knives. Remember that time when Trina said she needed to wear a safety harness when Joker's flying maneuvers? I'm sure having those knives just there, and those plates and this board and those glasses is I don't know if this is just laying around like this. Surely. Especially this spot. That won't be a problem for anybody. Surely. I'll just fly right by.
Another Reaper gone, and peace between the Geth and Quarians. It's amazing.
And now my people have a world to fight for. Something they know will last forever.
So long as you and the Geth remain good neighbors.
They're not our servants anymore. I'm not sure what we should call them. Allies?
Friends?
There's still too many wounds on either side. But maybe one day.
Let's see. Upgrades. Oh, I don't have any. Oh. Hello.
The migrant fleet and the Geth warships have joined Admiral Hackett.
Yay.
Perhaps we can talk later. Perhaps we can talk later.
Email from Sergeant Kavanaugh to Sergeant E.G. E.G. or E.G. 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 Next time you want to warn me that the Geth are our friends and that maybe we're not supposed to shoot the big robots. I almost pissed myself when these prams started dropping out of the sky and mopping up the Reapers. Before I had to figure out rounds at them until we realized they weren't firing back. Then this one comes over, said they're allied assistants, and asked for our status. I'm not complaining they saved my crew, but I'm never living down having to apologize to Geth for shooting for one of its goddamn lights off. Fair enough.
At your service.
Hello.
Thank you, Commander. I have seen another Reaper die before my eyes. You are proving that humans are capable soldiers. But I question this peace you have brokered. No such thing is possible between machines and organics. I would have destroyed the synthetics without hesitation. And these Quarians, let's just hope they are reliable allies. It is difficult to trust a species that hides behind masks. The only conflict you should concern yourself with is ending the one with the Reapers. Diplomacy does not win wars. Powerful and plentiful firearms do. It seems you believed Protheans built the mass relays. The Reapers are cunning in their deception, allowing life to flourish, century upon century, letting us believe ourselves the masters of the cosmos. Then the truth becomes known. There are monsters in the dark spaces, and we are their prey. Do not care what others think. Do what you must.
No.
Do not care what others do not care.
Have a good day.
Do not care what others think.
I mean, it's funny though. Aw.
Do not care what others think. Do what you must. Do not care what others think. Do what you must.
You should secure those power cells, or else they might crush your head when the ship turns up, down, left, right, or both.
Shepard. Nothing to report, Commander.
Okay. Hello.
Can't be. No. I guess that's right.
Hey, Tally. How's it going?
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you. I just got communication from the fleet. Sorry. From Rannoch. In the old days, I'd send any new technology I found back to the fleet. I should probably be doing that with the agriculture samples now. I don't know anything about raising crops.
How are your people doing?
It's crazy. The Geth are helping. Setting up housing, adapting power systems. They are doing in weeks what would have taken us years. Geth are even uploading into the suits of Quarian volunteers. They're rewriting environmental functions, jump-starting our immune systems.
Cool.
That doesn't seem possible.
The Geth are software, not hardware. They can transfer themselves from a normal body into anything with enough processing power. They're mimicking infections, so the host can adapt without getting sick. It's like making a vaccine.
So the Quarians won't have to wear those suits anymore?
It doesn't seem possible, but yes, in a few years, with Geth improvements, we won't need them. We might still wear them. The suits have become part of our society. But a rupture won't be a death sentence. Today, on Rannoch, there are Quarian children who will grow up healthy and strong, thanks to the Geth.
They owe that to you.
No. I'd have killed the Geth with no regrets. And I'd have been wrong. Thank you.
Okay.
I can't believe my people are working with the Geth. The Geth are helping us rebuild.
Wow.
I never thought I'd see it. Our scientists and the Geth have done amazing work on the Crucible together.
Very cool.
Hey, Shepard.
Yep.
Hey, Shepard.
Okay, goodbye. Hello.
Commander, I'm doing a segment on the Geth-Quarian War. It should take maybe an hour. Can we talk in your cabin?
No. let's run in slow motion and check LD shuttle bay for any things. Cortez? Oh, there he is.
I appreciate you checking in on me.
Can you secure those guns?
Good to see you, Commander.
Or anything in here? Like, anything? Are those crates even secured? Can I buy new things? Does not seem like it. I mean, I could say for the Paladin and make sense. Ooh. Reaper code fragment. Some reward strategists have encountered difficulty predicting Reaper movements due to poor understanding of Reaper thought processes. A scavenger is willing to sell a Reaper processor that he discovered among the debris from Selva's attack on the Citadel several years ago. This intel could dramatically improve the efforts of his Sari forces. Sure. Gift target jamming tech. An Eclipse-covered ops team is willing to sell jamming technology they recovered from a Geth station. Deploying these jamming units on the Presidium could hinder enemy forces in the case of another attack on the Citadel, thereby saving civilian lives. Because the Alliance cannot formally support Eclipse mercenary work, this technology should be treated as though it were discovered during action on Rannoch. Okay. Guess I overlooked those things. Ooh, very cool. Okay, let's unload that. Any cool new guns I could buy? Nope, no new upgrades or guns. Oh, let's quickly check in on fish. Fish. Very cool. Okay, and that was all of the stuff on Rannoch done. I think this stream went okay. Was a bit disappointing that I died to an open to running into a door with a guy with a flamethrower in it, and then to an elevator with a Geth Prime on it. But yeah, neat that I managed to, I think, do the segment with the Geth Prime in the first try. But yeah, that's it for today. Next time we'll probably do DLC. Or I might just save the DLC until the complete end. But yeah, we'll either be doing Leviathan or Omega DLC, or yeah, Fascia, I think. And yeah, or maybe just some more side missions, exploring lots of places to find stuff for side missions. But yeah, either DLCs or continuing the main story. But I'll definitely do the DLCs at some point. But yeah. But yeah, maybe either DLC or that. One DLC and after that side missions, or main mission after that side missions. Mainly exploring and finding things and stuff. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope that the stream was enjoyable, or at least somewhat entertaining. And yeah, next Mass Effect stream is going to be on next Tuesday, and yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching and participating in chat to those that did. And yeah, thank you for watching. Perhaps until next time, and goodbye.